You have no levels in class that
Hello.
has the grit class feature. Hello.
Hello.
Greetings and salutations, everyone.
Greetings.
Greetings!
We have returned once more for Pathfinder Tuesday.
I kill and eat Arbo. I kill and eat Arbo. I kill and eat Arbo.
No!
I eat him. I grill him and I kill him and I eat him. I toast him. I put him in a panini.
I realized I did not put your guys'
Perfect sandwich.
names in the title card. Hold on. Let me fix that.
To y'all who are playing, I did post up the post on Blue Sky. So if you guys want to resweep that, share it or
Resweet.
I don't know, resweep it. Yeah.
Resweep.
I don't think I
Also-
will resweep. Thank you very much.
Since we're sharing chat, Knives, you have that command access to.
Alright. Ooh,
So, yeah,
nice.
special. You
Very
need.
clean.
Yeah, you need at least one. It seems like you need at least one level of gunslinger.
Real
in order
gunslinger, yeah.
To get that special bonus.
Last time
That's
we
fun.
left off, the group had actually succeeded in their mission of obtaining the Everflame and bringing it back to the city of Kassan. Having discovered that the crypt was inhabited by Asar, Kassan's old nemesis, having been brought back to life by his revenge. Also, Strugly, your mic is so hot with my voice right now.
It's very weird. I changed my shit off. Hold on. That's why. It's fixed now for you.
Test 1 2. Much better, much better. But yes, they have returned, and they are celebrating, although many of the townsfolk do still carry a bit of sadness and grief of finding out that some of their beloved townsfolk had been turned into members of a attempted undead army. But knowing that they have been returned to their graves brings a bit of peace. For now, the group is invited to the Grand Hall to party and to drink and be merry.
Yay!
Free food. Free food.
Mhm.
Free drink.
Free
Free
food.
drink.
Free food. Free drink.
Whiskey.
I'm trying to find that bucket of grog.
Uh,
Mix everything in it.
Everyone who you have
They
met
give you
in
an actual
town,
bucket.
everyone who you have met in town is there. Everyone is enjoying the celebration of the evening. There's quite a few people around. I remember from last week you wished to arm wrestle Flocka.
Also, random question. Is that chicken, yeah?
Yes,
Where is he?
My God.
the
My-
one you tried to eat before.
Yes. I have a vengeance. I
No.
need
Oh,
to
yes.
finish my task.
Celebratory murder.
They personally killed
I-
and for Flacca.
Flocka, you find the chicken and you ask the chef, "Can I have that one?" He goes, "Okay," and chops the head off in front of you. And is freshly
Okay,
preparing your
that-
chicken.
That's more understandable instead of just eating it raw.
It's awesome.
Flocka was literally expecting him to like throw the chicken at him. He was like, he sees like the head come off the chicken, and it's both a mix of like, what, but also kind of like, I win, I guess.
I win.
It's like,
It's the real
I go to my
victory.
ancestors with my head held high, kinsman. Can you say the same?
I mean, I guess, yeah, that works.
You
I-
want
I
him
was gonna
normal
eat
or
it
extra
anyway.
spicy?
Extra spicy, please. I like my chicken spicy.
I like the tingle. I can't feel the pain, but I get the tingle. It's the best of both worlds.
It makes my breath feel hot, and I like that because it makes me feel like I'm breathing fire.
Tango, you might need to update your HP.
Update
Okay,
your
I'll be
in
fine.
case I breathe on you too hard. You'll be smelling something.
Yes.
So, that's one quest down. That's my personal vendetta. I don't even know what that word means. I just saw a guy with a
You
mask.
You just see the bloodborne prey slaughtered. Like,
Yeah, the moment that
Arbo's-
chicken's head come off, the fucking souls from Dark Souls like trails to me, and I get like
Yes.
like
Oh, I hate that gif. I hate that gif. No.
Arbo's gonna go up to the people preparing food and hand off the horse tongue root, the horseradish, as well as the handful of wild parsley,
Ooh,
and ask that it
fantastic.
be used.
Kind of you, sir. Even after your journey, still thinking about your meals. All right, we'll add these in for you,
Yes,
especially.
yes. Make sure that me and that lizard guy get that really weird root that I found. It's tingly on my tongue.
They give you a nod and they will wash and work with the root into your meal. You basically get everything you guys had seen on that first menu. It is all available for you,
Hell yeah.
as well as
Like-
access to all of the drinks that were on that menu.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh yeah.
I'll have 3.
I don't know. That one.
I'll roll to see which one you get.
Yeah.
How many are there?
Let's check our notes.
A
Let's
bunch.
see.
There was a lot, yeah.
It is up in Pathfinder notes, so somewhere.
It's
Yeah.
in visual. No, it's
Oh,
in visual
visual
aids
aids.
channel.
Yep, you're right. Visual aids.
You point. Let's see. Out of liquors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Why are you telling him what
There's
you get?
5?
You're not the DM.
So
Yeah, it's just
a
5.
D5.
6.
Whatever 4 is.
No, oh, liquors.
There you go.
Yes, there's 5. Liquors.
What-
Let's see. You got tangy elf whiskey.
Ooh, that does sound nice. Tangy elf whiskey. An imported. They're telling me what the words are, and I'm just saying them. An imported barley whiskey. Sounds like it comes from a bar. I trust it.
You
know-
drink it down, and it is very it's more fruity than you expected, but it is good.
You know,
Oh,
give me a small glass of the house rum.
I pour you a glass of house rum.
I'll take the biggest bottle of whiskey you got.
They make rum out of
Unhinged.
houses?
Unhinged frog jaw, pour in mouth.
Mhm.
They hand you a
Uh,
bottle of the tangy elf whiskey.
Yes,
Ooh.
yes.
Is there like, they had like those
That's
those
good.
glazed
That's good.
ribs?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a big silver serving tray with just the ribs on?
Yes. You just take the whole thing.
Marrow picks up he picks
Yeah.
up the whole thing. And just goes off to one side and just starts working his way through it.
People give you a fair wide breath as you are eating.
If someone tries to reach for a rib, he'll like,
It's
he's
like
got a
it's
gun now. He just points his gun at them.
like you know like when a kitten takes food and then like you hold the kitten and it's just violently eating like.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh. It starts like vibrating. Yeah.
I will wait for my chicken to come out. He's first. He's first.
Your chicken.
He's-
Your chicken comes out quickly with all of the sides and good shit.
I didn't know they could cook a chicken that fast. That's impressive,
It takes
actually.
about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, Marin's
Damn it,
used to
Jesus.
positive reinforcement, so it's like the end of Megamind, where he's like, back, you savage.
Arbo's gonna order the the roasted fish and also the rotisserie cooked sausage, and ask for a side of raw onions.
You are granted that very quickly. It is basically a giant table. You are able to get what you want, but they're just cooking certain things
Except
quickly.
Okay.
These guys have to
Arbo's
be magical.
Arbo's gonna take a seat somewhere in the fucking hall and start peeling and cutting the onions down and start putting them into jars.
Oh,
You jarring at a party?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's
I've
a
seen that
lifestyle,
video.
not a choice.
It's a dedication.
The dedication to the pickle farm.
We out here pickling.
Good lord.
Type in the chat if you remember the pickle posse.
I'm still stuck on how
Arbo,
quickly
no.
they got that chicken out. They fucking cleaned, cooked, and fucking.
What the fuck is a chat?
A whole chicken in 10 minutes. Holy fuck! These guys are impressive. I'm kind of scared of these chefs.
They're good. They're good at what they do.
You should be. You should be.
Oh,
That
fuck,
chicken
they
was
do that.
cooked in balefire. Like,
Holy
It's
shit!
fine.
Yeah, Arbo is gonna just pickle up some of the onions and with spices and whatnot, and try to find a pepper on the table so we can just dump a couple of like spicy peppers in the mix.
There's a couple peppers.
I'm gonna dump the spicy peppers into the pickles. Well, the pickled
What you
onions.
making over there?
Pickled onions.
I didn't
They're
know
spicy.
pickles
I mean,
came
they
in
won't-
onion shape.
They won't be done for at least like a day or two.
Interesting. So you just let that sleep under your pillow?
No, I leave it in my backpack. It's cool and regular.
Oh, so you get free pickles later.
Yes,
That's
yes,
nice.
exactly.
How does an onion
Who
turn
is
into
the
a pickle?
clip art wizard?
It tastes really
That
sour.
is Holgast. That is the
shit.
wizard who did the initial fantasy orcs that you guys fought against.
Ah, very cool.
Oh, he's the guy that made the fake guys you all thought were real.
Hmm.
I'm surprised.
Should I hold
I'm
through a
still
tree?
surprised I'm surprised none of you like saw through that. It was so easy. He's just gonna keep bragging about that shit. He's so proud of his like one victory. Who the
I was
fuck
just-
is
He's gonna like.
Who
Okay.
the?
Why the fuck is there a sit-in from fucking Clanad?
Why is?
Because it's the 12-year-old girl. Leave me alone.
He almost spits out his fucking chicken. He's
Okay.
like, is that a
Like an
demon?
actual anime character just walks in.
That's
What
not
the
awesome.
end
Neil
What
Moon
is
enters
going on
chat,
here?
yeah.
That's not normal.
Just threw me off.
That's who the
Artistic
fuck is
dissonance, destroying
God.
mind, destroying.
Arrow starts foaming at
Guys,
the mouth,
I don't
falls
think
over.
like it took notice of me earlier, but this might actually be the weirdest place we have ever visited, or at least I have.
Flocka gets real protective.
What do you
of
mean
food.
weird?
He looks at tabs real quick. Keep her away from my chicken.
I mean,
What do you want me
No
to do?
offense to all, no offense to
Just
everyone
keep her
here, but
away.
Honestly, it's
they all seem to look like they're just like misplaced. And
Just puts his
so,
iron on
they
the
come from
table.
another dimension in place. Something.
See, I think the only thing that's weird
No.
is that people are actually accepting us. I mean, everybody kind of gave us dirty looks last town.
I mean, this dude
I just
right
love the
here looks
idea
like a
too that,
actual
like-
demon. So
I love the fact
They
that like on the map we're little scrungles, but like if we were looking at each other, we're all like ultra realistic.
Mhm.
It's
Like
like
Matt is
fro-
just
fucking
Matt is just
frog face.
Matt is actually a BBEG from a different campaign. Like
Like we're all hyper realistic, like totally normal for a setting. Then we look around, everybody's like fucking PS2 characters just walking around.
PS2 Hagrid, yeah.
yeah, fucking yeah, PS2 NPC back characters.
I'm doing my best.
No, it's fine. It's
I-
perfectly
I
fine.
think, I think it's hilarious.
we got like a piece. We got
Arbo-
a PS1 NPC character. Some new just bits. A little British over there.
Literally a normal fucking guy.
Arbo's gonna take the pickled onions he started to pickle and just toss them in his backpack,
Okay.
and then
It's
start
like that SpongeBob
rearing-
humor.
start just like
Sorry.
absolutely like diving into the 2 plates of food that he ordered, as well as another cup of the honey rum.
I propose a new mechanic. If you roll a nat 1 on a deck save, you lose one of your pickle jars. It shatters and you're just covered in pickle juice.
You know how upset I would actually be if like I heard like the crash of glass.
You know, it's like like the SpongeBob humor where every now and then it will like zoom into their face and it's just ultra realistic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a hand
but-
painting of like the fucking.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Fucking
like
Ar-
tabs with like eye sleep, like fucking sleep in his eye, like.
Arbo
Delete,
fucking
delete.
trips. Arbo trips and fucking yeah, and the fucking glass jar.
Slow
Please leave his eyes
motion.
open.
Dude, the fucking king,
Oh,
the
God
King
damn it.
Buckvine where he like
Uh,
the King
give me
Buckvine
just
where
a
he drops
second. I will
spaghetti
be
out of his
right
pocket,
back.
but it's Arbo and his pickles.
I think I just
Truly
fucked with
sidebar.
somebody.
Truly sidebar.
What?
That's Arba whenever he cracks a pickle jar.
I got a call, and it just made like a beeping noise. Like, assuming that it was just waiting for someone to say hello so it can confirm you're a real number. So I just paused and, like, let it sit for a second, and then I went, "This call is being recorded." And I heard it hang
awesome.
up.
Nice.
I'll just motion to the group if they're at the table, like, man, we've got one quest down. Another Pathfinder fellow wants to take us with him.
Wait, what? Who said that?
The Pathfinder fellow we saw earlier. He said he wanted us to. He said he wanted us to come with him. He said that he had stuff for us to do.
How does he keep finding paths?
Well, he said to do
There's
it.
so many of them.
Didn't he say in
Well,
the
he
morning?
said to do it like another time. Listen, man.
It's
Yeah,
party
he did
time.
say in
I
the
know-
morning. I know he said in the morning, but I mean, it's very weird to be approached by someone of the same society that you told us about day of.
You're a
They're the
bastard.
same day.
Taffy has a
How's
chicken
your-
leg, like the size of her arm, like she's eating it.
I could actually use some chicken right now.
I usually
Arba's got
get
like a-
approached. I usually get approached by the tax people because apparently I pay taxes. But I don't know. And usually like little ones because they don't know what the hell I am. Just a big and scaly guy. So they like to poke at me. Usually with sticks. About like
You
15
do look-
feet away. It's a delicate art.
Have you
do
been
look like
collecting
something-
sticks when you've been going into Scrabble?
I mean, you do look like somebody who I would poke with a stick, but
Yeah. Sometimes they just poke me with sticks, throw stuff at me. It doesn't hurt. It's kind of annoying, really. I don't know why they do it.
you think maybe it's the people that followed you from throwing that one jar that crashed on that poor man's head.
Alright, Flacca, I'm gonna give you a
don't
little
think that was
advice. If someone ever tries to like poke you with a stick, if it's like a little kid, just like give it a good old girl, and that'll scare them away.
Really? You think that
Yeah,
work?
the worst thing they're gonna do is like cry to their mamas.
Gee, that would be good.
Are you actually telling them to scare children?
Break leg.
Well, but
Well, they're disturbing on his peace.
See,
first and
he's got the
foremost.
right
They
idea.
need to
He's
learn
telling
they
them
need
to
learn
tell
the
him
hard
good
way,
luck.
not to fuck around with people.
well, I mean, it wouldn't be hard.
Basically, yes, I am.
Oh, I'm back. What did I
Come
miss?
back.
Listen, I have,
I was
I have
dead.
really annoying histories of like dealing with kids because you know what. So we're at a little restaurant place and they had me like dress up as a bear thing to like go to performances for them. I think it was called the Gary Grizzbears.
Oh my god.
Grizzbit.
Oh, those bears. Never hear about them.
Yeah, they have like these weird mascot like characters for like entertaining like little kids and stuff, and they always like poke at me as well. So Flacca, honestly, I understand pretty well. And you know, once you know, the next thing I knew, I just started yelling at a kid, and the kid started crying away, and that's how I got fired from that place.
Wait a
Barrel
minute,
looking mighty tasty on his gun.
Blacker, that reminds me of the time you told us that you went to Coachella.
True, very true. Also, side note, that place you were talking about, Tango, did it happen to be a cat mascot?
Was there a cat mascot?
Yeah, the cat
I-
costume.
I don't know. I couldn't really see right through the costume that I had, nor do I really care. I just wanted to get over it, and frankly, I'm pretty grateful I got fired from that. I was gonna like quit not too long ago.
We're being
Like this.
surrounded.
We get-
I remember stealing one from somewhere. I just don't remember where.
When you
Tabs
mentioned the
goes
cat, it reminds me of that cool children's story, The Cat with the Bat, by Dr. Goose.
Damn it.
Hmm. I
Yeah,
like the new
Tabs
version
comes
of
from
Cat with the
slowly
Bat.
sipping the
That's
whiskey to
pretty
gulping.
Isn't that the weird Kenku author who like wrote like books for children and
Doctor Whomst.
Dr.
Yes.
Seuss.
Oh, so
Yeah, no.
He cheated on his wife, Mother Goose.
Yeah, no. Dr. Goose wrote so many weird things. He wrote a story about plain old ham and eggs.
they're actually, if I remember
Hampton's
correctly,
Rise of Who? Like,
you know that book, Everybody Poops? First off, one of my favorite books. I love it. But I remember that guy, he also made a book called Cat with a Splat. And that was a fun one.
That might be the collab title.
As he clicks the trigger on himself.
Is that- I can see that being the case, I guess.
You roll a 1.
Oh,
Roll a
The
one.
gun explodes, take a finger off.
no!
Damn it, that was my drinking finger.
Like I drink at a disadvantage now. Like,
No.
He's gonna pile up the rest of the food on a plate and just dump it into his mouth, just like, frog style.
Okay, I
You
think...
lose a finger and oddly enough your fort save goes up.
I think that is everyone who exists in the town right now.
Only one woman, what the heck?
No, there's more.
Arbo's gonna take
Alright.
a look around and see if he can spot anybody who works with archery stuff.
Is that fucking Paul Bunyan? What the fuck?
Where you
What the
guys
fuck
are
is
at,
Hawaiian?
no, it does not
That
look
is,
like
yeah.
it.
Okay.
Flocka. Where did
Yeah.
he go? Oh, here
Oh,
we go.
there.
This guy.
Oh, hello. How you doing?
He-
Hello.
I heard you want to wrestle.
Oh, fuck yeah!
It's off Jesus Christ.
um.
Nah, he's clean shaved.
He takes his fist and pounds it on his chest and goes, "I'm Grimscar. You look like the strongest guy in town compared to me now."
Damn right! And I do the same, just like big like thump on the chest. Name's Flacca.
You guys do the bro handshake where you clap your hands together and basically try and crush each other's hands. This guy got
Like an
that
Arnold?
strong. Yeah, you do the Armstrong. Like, I recognize you as strong, man. Ooh, 1 second. I lost breath.
You did. Probably a good idea to get some water.
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that he does have kind of a wide berth around him as well. The guards are definitely keeping an eye out. This man has definitely gotten into a little bit of trouble from time to time.
So, how are we doing this? Right here, or we're doing this outside?
He sits at the table and sits down with a heavy thump and goes, "Right here, let's go." And brings his elbow up on the table with a loud clatter that makes the wood table shake.
are we placing bets? I don't play some bets.
Have you ever heard of an arm wrestle, Flocka?
Oh yeah, I love arm wrestling. And he sits right on down the other seat, big ass thump, and he just elbow right on the table. He's like, he's ready.
He
he's
understands well.
primed.
All right.
Give me a strength check. We're gonna do 3.
Alright.
Oh,
You rip his arm off.
Oof.
So it's 1d20, so it's just flat strength,
flat strength.
and I'll have to copy this.
All
Okay,
right,
barely
all right.
better.
You just
You
beat him.
guys kind of get a good warm up. You definitely got a better angle on him. You're still both up, so give me another one.
But by the way, if anybody
Oh
is
my
betting
God!
this, do it now.
I'm actually gonna be
No.
tuning around like my hurdy-gurdy as this is actually happening, and I'm shouting, "Plates of bets on! Plates of bets on! Should we be the bowl chesters guy?
Put 2 coins on the big
This
lizard.
guy or the big eye shifting lizard?"
Make a performance check.
Yeah. Arbo put
I
down
will.
5 gold for this.
I'm hoping to make it in a sense that like it looks like the other guy is gonna win.
Yep, I need money, so I will bet 1 platinum on Flacca.
Okay.
A fucking platinum.
It's
Ooh.
all I have.
You go to the bar, you ask if you could break a platinum, they kick you out. A mob comes in, kicks you out. Like,
I mean, he might not be the smartest, but he is strong.
You get a decent amount of attention
Not the
from it.
greatest.
A couple more people put in about a handful of silver, some gold, mostly on Flocka. Flocka, you have him on the ropes. He is barely holding. Give me one more roll. Oh my god! What is with my dice?
This is incredible.
Okay, so before I do this final roll, I want to let Tango let this go on for a bit longer, back and forth, and let them do their showmanship and
Yeah.
gather bets and shit. Are any of the rest of you betting on this?
Yeah.
I bet 5 gold. Yeah.
5 gold. We got 1 plat.
Um,
Anybody else?
I will be putting
You go from top.
10 gold and 10 silver.
I'll call over to Flacca.
Flacca, if you win, the next town, drinks are on me.
He hears this. If he had ears, they would perk up. Oh wait, no, you see the spikes on the back of his head going down. You see him go up a little bit hair standing up. It's and then I activate Blood Rage.
You shit.
Hey.
And so that's all of a sudden a +6, baby. Woo. 25.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna have it
Well done.
basically, if you double, then you kind of get to throw him to the side. You go basically 4 times stronger. You have that moment of
break the
blood
table.
rage, and you grab this man's arm, you yell and just. He is now in the floor. The table is broken. You are flexing. People are cheering. Those who bet on Flocka get a 0.5 addition. So whatever you bet, get half of that added on.
How much
Okay,
is
so
half a platinum?
10 gold.
Awesome.
all right, so I made back my 5 gold plus 2.5 gold.
Yep.
I just got
You put
5
this.
each gold and
does-
silver.
You put
Yeah, he,
this man on the
raises his arm.
motherfucking floor.
Yeah, I raise his arm up
It's-
I basically throw him up and then down through the table into the floor, and as
It's
soon as I
literally the clip
comically,
from regular show.
yeah, and as soon literally skips versus Rigby, I
Yeah,
throw
you
him
kill
through
him.
the fucking, and as soon as there's a
Um,
comically him-shaped hole in the ground, Flocka goes, "Woo!"
Arbo's gonna walk up to jump up to Flocka's shoulder, and be like, "Open up, big guy!" as he pours a fucking whole ass glass of rum down his gullet.
Yeah, he just goes full trap door with his head up in the air, fucking.
Yeah, it's the shit they do after a football game whenever they pour Gatorade on the coach.
Except I drink it all somehow.
I'm gonna be going on a chair and be hoping to be able to reach for Flocka's arm and lift it up in the air, crowning him as the winner.
Hell
You can you can probably reach my elbow. You can prop my elbow up.
Yeah, probably.
Couple of his
I like
couple of his
Like a ring girl holding your arm up.
couple of his companions kind of drag his ass out. Having him knocked absolutely cold. Oh, I'm missing someone. Hold on.
Does anyone dare to challenge this guy?
Hold on. Ah!
Arbo challenges him, he gets thrown out a window.
Arbo challenges him, and you just see an Arbo-shaped hole in the wall.
Yeah.
The Scooby-Doo fucking moment.
I'll happily test anyone's accuracy.
I forgot about that. There we go.
I mean, honestly, if you want to test accuracy, I'm your guy.
Isn't there a dartboard over there?
There is.
Well, I don't think we need to put a hole in the dartboard. Let's say you and me use my bow.
Are you gonna shoot the dartboard?
Or, listen here, you could use the darts that I have available to use around.
No, that's lame.
Trevlar comes up to you, Arbo, leans down and puts a hand on your small shoulder, handing you the box of darts, and goes, "Please don't put holes in my wells," and then walks away.
Fine.
Temptation to immediately shoot is what shoot as well. Just be a
Yeah.
Hi,
Um,
Zani.
You get
Arbo, eyes on. Arbo is going to take
Sonny's in
and
the
ready
bar.
one of the darts. And let's see here.
Is everybody playing?
Mara will play darts. Why not?
I'm not.
We have turned into Yakuza
Hold
side
on.
questing.
Hold on.
Yep.
And this also is great for me because
Next to Mara
Fucking
runs a hostess club.
We could all
Because-
go outside and shoot some birds.
because of being a Toxopholite Ranger, can I use my arrow splitter to add a +1 because I'm aiming for bullseye?
Sure.
Cool.
Okay. Somebody else roll.
Okay.
I'll start typing mine in, but go ahead.
Can I drink my potion of True Strike?
Oh, you bastard.
Are you really gonna waste it?
Oh, it's a party. It's fine. I can make another one tomorrow.
If you're gonna go vomit,
I
vomit
hope-
Forces of
outside.
evil.
I hope you roll a nat 1 on that, so just completely fucking negate it. I hope.
Also,
Alright,
me and
so-
Taz are neck and neck.
Oh yeah.
Now the True Strike potion is the one that looks like
Oh
liquid,
shit!
like drinkable red
Damn!
drops.
Can
Can I use
for
my,
ranged?
Yeah, my base attack bonus for a fucking range attack is +7.
Jesus.
Can I use my acrobatics to throw it out?
Oh,
Actually, I don't think
shucks.
I'll beat him.
No, it's not about beating him. So
I won't be able
It's
to
about
beat
playing the
Flocka,
game.
no.
yeah, it's
Alright.
not. This isn't about beating them. It's just seeing how
Okay.
close you can get.
All right. So with my plus my normal ranged attack roll, and having drank the True Strike potion, I have a plus 25.
Please roll a nat 1.
Oh,
Please roll a nat 1.
That's bullshit.
36. 36.
You watch
Jeez,
Marrow
man.
literally roll himself over, like if you see a cat just laying on its back, but like his upper body doing that and throw it right towards the center. Flocka, you get him with him right there. Arvo and Tabs, you guys hit pretty good. Not spot on, but you get like a 20 and a 15
Splits one of the fucking darts in half.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'd say Flocka gets the first bullseye, but then once it's Mara's turn, he just all 3 darts on his turn fucking shoot
Yeah.
right to the fucking center.
Yeah.
I will once it gets to my turn, I'm gonna cast True Skill on myself, so I'll be getting an additional bonus to half of my caster level, which is +3, so that'll be an extra 1 point.
I need
So
Flocka.
it's not
Everyone
much, but
using
it's something.
abilities. Flocka just threw it. It's-
Zani says they need
22,
Flocka as
not
Larry
bad.
the Lobster.
Not bad. I'll take
Alright,
bronze.
as a side effect of the True Strike potion, Marrow's eyes are like glowing with the laser beam like meme effect. He can't turn it off. It's just
You look
for the
more
next, like-
unnerving than usual.
yeah, for the
he
next
sees colors
2 minutes.
that are beyond the
it's
human
just
eye.
that.
I was just gonna sit down and be like, if I had used my gun, I would have hit center.
Flocka is like, when he did it, he's trying, he has one of his eyes closed, he's squinting, he's like trying his damn hardest. He probably whiffed the first 2 shots, and that was like his last saving grace.
Arbo's gonna whip his tongue out at the dartboard after Tango
Oh,
takes his
shit.
shot.
Okay, so basically, if you got 20 or under, you got 1 bullseye. If you got 30 or under, you got 2. And if you got higher than 30, you got all 3.
Damn.
You got
And
him.
I hope. I wonder if that applies to anyone who rolled. That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
So me and Blacka got two bullseyes, while Mara has all 3.
Taffy got 1 too. You guys watch as one flies upwards past you.
Oh,
Yeah, the
very
upwards
nice.
arc. Yeah, upwards.
All right.
Arbo will whip his tongue out towards the dartboard and gather the darts up and just place them back in the box.
All right, here's a fun game. Here's a fun way of doing it. Flocka goes up to the dartboard and he puts his hand on the bullseye. All right, let's see. Let's see if you can hit it without hitting me.
You know what? I love games like this. I remember
Marrow will
playing.
No.
definitely, yeah, be up for this.
I remember
God.
playing. I remember playing that weird game with the other froglings back in our hometown, where I shot the arrow up in the sky. We waited for it to come down. Poor Jimmy.
Oh
Same
no.
thing.
Not Jimmy again.
But with rock.
It's always a Jimmy too, isn't it?
And
You know
how
what,
I wanna-
Flock? I will take
I
you up
wanna-
on this.
How I want to do this in particular is it's like reverse AC. If you roll lower than my AC, you hit me.
Yeah.
If you roll higher than my AC, you get really close to the hand, but you don't hit me, and that's the
Yeah,
goal.
you just got a big ass
My
hand.
AC is 19. My AC
You know
is
what?
19. If you meet or beat 19, you get it like right between.
Damn, Arbo.
There you go.
He beats it.
All right, Arbo, you throw
That-
straight and true. You jump up into the air with a little adorable froggy croak and throw the dart, and you watch as it slips past Flocka's large fingers and hits the bullseye.
Oh, tabs gets me right in the webbing of my fingers.
Yep.
Ow.
Ah, shit! Oh, we're
Ma-
gonna draw that one again.
Mara would like to hold his hand out for a dart. If, when we begin.
Tabs is gonna like kick the table and be like, I hate these darts. They don't even have recoil.
Arbo will flick his tongue out with a dart in it to Marrow and just plop it in his hand.
Just his slightly drunk Tabs actually resisting the urge to just shoot at his hand.
Just blast my thumb off.
Let's see. Let's see if Mara gets what he wants.
Uh,
Oh damn it, he's too good.
Yeah. It also slips
True
through.
sight's working to your disadvantage.
No, true sight only works for one attack.
Oh, not.
So now it's just
Oh.
19 plus 5.
You know
But
what?
it
Hey, very
doesn't hit
nice.
your hand, which is yeah, it's just perfectly.
It- It gets really close. Like you're probably the closest one. Actually,
Alright.
Arbo's the closest, but you're like right there. It's touching the skin. It's like very nice.
You know, again.
Oh.
Ow! That got
God.
me.
Oh, you
That
know
got
what?
me. Got me right in the palm.
With
Ow!
Jeez.
Oh. Oh no.
We roll a 1d4 for every
Okay,
hit that Onslaught
okay.
gets.
So-
you know what this you know what this one is? It's that fucking weird vine where it has the fucking dart inside his head.
You watch
Everybody's
you
just-
watch as Tabs annoyedly throws another one, and it seems to just kind of go off course and land straight in the center of Flocka's face, making him pause for a moment while his brain processes the fact that he has just been impaled by a dart. With
It's
about
like-
3
it's like-
seconds of silence before ah!
Fucking
like Tabs gets up and goes, I think I'm starting to get the hang of this, and just immediately throws it in the middle of his hand between the tendons.
No,
like,
it's you
like-
hit between his eyes, between his fucking
Like-
double
Alright,
eyes.
You get me like right. You basically give me a new eyebrow piercing. That's basically.
All right, Arbo will hop over.
slap you on the back. Taz go, good.
Tiger will
Arbo-
initially like give this as a sign to like, all right guys, that's enough. You had your fun,
All right.
and I'm gonna like take all of the dots off of Flocka and give him cure life wounds.
He's
at the same
fine.
time.
You don't have to. He's good.
I'm fine.
Alright.
Flocka will take the dart
Then I'll just
out
take
of his.
Sigma.
He will pluck the dart out of his eyebrow, and he's gonna chuck it. Since Mara's laughing the hardest, he's gonna chuck it at Mara.
Tabs is sulking on the table, just like, it's only because I'm used to hitting people in the head. I meant to do that. Like,
Does that pass your AC, Doc?
Oh, that's
It does, but Mara's not gonna take this.
that's gonna be like
It
right
gets
between
me.
his ears.
Oh boy.
It's gonna get you in the toe. I'm gonna hit you in the toe on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Mara.
Mara's just like hops around like with it in his foot. He'll pluck it out. He'll go
He's on the
over to
ground.
one of the nearby tables and get one of like the silver serving trays and try and frisbee it at Flacker's head.
Starting a fucking bar fight. Alright, go for it, dude.
I have a feeling like
Oh,
Meryl
we're
gets
getting
his
like
foot hit with
we're getting the human music now.
Meryl gets his fucking foot hit with the dart, and he's in the
Oh,
fetal
no.
position like fucking Peter on Family Guy, going ah.
Flocka, while he's laughing, he happens to catch her doing a last second and just ducks the tray. And he's
Marrow,
he's
you
like-
miss, and the tray goes and slams this guy in the head. You watch as the guardsman kind of takes that clang to the back of his head and doesn't seem to flinch. He just kind of looks around and goes, "Oh, what was that?"
Wasn't me.
Oh,
Never mind, you.
He'll
Go back to your business.
Hey, we just got them to like us. If you guys keep fighting, it's probably gonna get worse.
No offense, Arbor, but you're the one who kind of started it.
I didn't do shit. Fuck you.
You were the first one to throw the dart at the dart boy, which caused a whole ruckus of the rest of us just wanting to like throw through, except for me because I have morals.
There's currently
Throw the
5
dart
minor
in that
puncture wounds
fucker's
on me.
head.
Okay, so
the
Tabs is blocking out the noise and is finding more comfort in alcohol.
Mara will go over to Tango and kind of nudge him. Music.
The music?
You know,
Do music.
Sure. Let me
see if
Play
you
music, monkey.
you guys do see the guard.
Play the music, you saying?
You do see the guard captain coming around your
get it.
way, and you think to yourself, "Oh shit, let's pretend this did not happen."
Like, basically, as soon as the guy, like the guard gets hit, Flocka gets that like, "Oh no, I think we might be in trouble" look on his face. like,
Oh
"Ooh."
shit, Dad's mad.
You see an older gentleman with a couple other guys next to him, kind of coming towards your way, hearing a clattering, clang, and ruckus about in this side of the hall.
Mara
Tango,
will just
go.
have a bottle of that like elven whiskey in one hand, then went on.
Tango, go ahead and make your roll.
Oh, what?
Performance.
Performance.
Oh, okay.
Do music.
I'm just doing my music thing. Okay.
Arbo's just gonna look over at Flack and be like, you know, it's probably a good time to get a drink. I do owe
30-20.
you one.
Nice. Roll 3d6.
You might be right. You might be right.
3 plus 6.
and
3d6.
Flocka-
Arbo's just gonna pop up on the Flocka's shoulder and we're gonna walk off to get a drink.
Flocka, because he thinks he might be
Ooh,
in
okay.
trouble, he's gonna commando crawl on the ground, so that way he thinks the guardsman will.
That's
see
higher than
him.
that's higher than the average. Just.
You do like that weird Komodo dragon run?
Yeah, sure.
You gain
I like that.
the townsfolk drunk and entertained by your guys' antics. Give you 110 gold in the evening.
Oh,
Ooh.
Nice.
That's all mine. By the way, I earned that. All right. Yes. I earned it.
Shit,
I earned
no.
it.
Mara
I earned it.
comes in like the music
earned the
producer and
music,
goes
I earned
40% now.
Now,
Idea.
Arbo's gonna get the
this
drink
is my
with
occupation. This is
Flocka.
like usually a thing I usually do.
Arbo's gonna get the drink with Flocka and go and talk to Saigar.
We
know-
just argue over the gold in the background.
I still am very intrigued about, you know, the Pathfinder stuff that you'd said. Would you mind telling me more while I shoot for some fish?
Shoot for some fish?
Yes, they taught us this in the swamp. You tie a rope to the end of one of your arrows and you shoot fish and take them.
Tabs will sit next to Flocker, like pat him on the shoulder, and be like, "Sorry for the miss, big guy."
Well, I suppose,
alright.
what do you want to know currently?
I just want to know what's the association.
Well, the Pathfinder
Um,
Association, our goal is to explore the world and find the places that are less seen, as well chronicling people, artifacts, magical happenings, dramatic events, things of that nature. In short, we're something of a historical society. we're just a little more hands-on than you might find behind a desk.
I do have this. Arbo will pull his journal out from his pouch, and say, "I do have this journal. It's been passed down by a couple of different generations of the Gripply people." And ruffle through it and show off some of like the spices and shit that Arbo's written down, as well as his father and previous entries.
Sounds like one of your family may have been involved.
I don't know about that. We just come from a very small swamp.
We have people from everywhere, whether you come from the largest city to a 10-person town.
It's very fair. I mean, maybe Pop was involved. I don't know, though. He's been gone for ages.
You call your old man Pop?
Did he explode?
That's not my dad. That's my grandfather.
You call your old man Pop?
I guess it's what.
Yes.
True.
That is actually what my nieces call my dad, actually.
Yeah, it's
So,
a good
it seems fitting.
grandfather name.
Hmm.
God damn it, this stupid thing.
I call my
Arbo-
grandma Nana because she likes bananas.
It's after remembering his family. He doesn't know them.
I too like bananas. It's been a long time since I actually have a banana. I wonder if they have bananas in this place actually.
Arbo will just like continue speaking with Saigar about stuff in the journal that he handed over as he starts to tie an arrow off with a rope and shoot into the water.
Strictly, do you know where your character was from? Did you ever give him my brain said spawn point, but I'm like, no.
He's
Where'd you
a
come from?
frog. He would come from spawn.
It was a swamp, yeah. I just it was like rainforest swamp territory. That's all I remember.
Okay. I was seeing if like there would have actually been someone famous within that. There's a lot of members.
Tabs
Yeah.
watching Arbo like essentially like bowfish, and he's just like, I wonder if there's a way we could attach some rope to my bullet.
That seems
I
like a
like
questionable
fishing.
idea.
Arbo's gonna roll to try to catch a fish, I guess.
Are you guys outside? Where are you?
We're just setting out like right outside the back of the hall.
He's just,
Oh.
just fish in a barrel, and he's just
Okay,
shooting
so
arrows.
you're by the
Weed.
you're by the river.
I still be in the
Yeah.
tavern at this point, honestly.
Arbo was talking with Saigar and like showing the findings from the journal from the generations and whatnot, as well as shooting off a couple of fish to get ready to pack up for the next like day and whenever we move on.
Okay.
So just shoot for fish.
Managed to get a couple fish.
Flocka would be very interested in the fact that both Tabs and Marrow use guns. He's like, "Do you want to switch for a second?"
You hand Tabs the gun. He does that goofy thing where they hold it and then just immediately drop to the floor.
Oh yeah, the sledgehammer is too heavy or something.
Yeah.
Tabs is kind of like chewing on like a thistle or something, looking at you, going, "No." You want to swap weapons? No.
Oh, but
Mara
I
will
wanna
also
try
refuse
it.
to hand you. Mara will take time to stop bothering Tango for his share of the gold. To go, no.
Look, you really
It's
want to
so
try it.
fun!
If you really want to try a firearm, and I'm gonna pull out
The little pop one.
not my
As he's
battered
distracted,
firearm.
Tango's just gonna like run for it.
Yeah, there he goes.
Not my battered firearm, but you know how I got like the extra breech loader? Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him like the single shotter and go, "This is basically baby's first gun. Here you go, use it." The bullet will still probably kill someone, so be careful.
Don't point that at your face.
Yeah, like Mara will watch it
Loaded.
horror with the expression of handing a baby a loaded shotgun. Like,
Yeah, Yeah, Flocka does immediately look down the fucking barrel of this thing.
Moving the barrel away. What you did there was called flagging.
As you guys are talking, the guard captain comes over, goes, "Excuse me, gentlemen, can you please not take your weapons out within crowds?"
Mara will turn and look at him, but like the whole time he flags the whole crowd with his blood.
Well, I have you know that I'm a fully trained instructor, but I could definitely say, give me the gun back. Give me it.
Let's go. I want to go inside and shoot something, and he's gonna run through to shoot. He's gonna immediately go outside and go like.
You get a absolutely withering look by this man who looks like he has been smoking cigarettes and drinking black coffee all his entire life.
Tabs and Flocka, the bane of trees, like.
And so Flocka goes off into the woods to find something to shoot. What seems like a good target. Who the fuck?
Flocka, as you go out, you hear something kind of weird.
Tabs is out of breath, just trying to keep up. Where are you taking my gun?
Hold on, that's an antique.
Let's see this.
Like he's trying to show you how to hold the weapon, and you're essentially holding it like. I'd imagine that compared to your hands, it's literally like a Haribo ring or something.
Yeah, it's like in the size of my hands, it's like a cap gun. It's like
you're gonna have to click the trigger with your claws.
Yeah, the tip of my claw.
Yeah.
Because my finger can't fit in it.
You guys walk out, and your entire conversation pauses as you can hear a middle-aged woman talking to, you assume, either herself or the group of small creatures that seems to be jumping from her shoulders and like wandering around her feet. Just squirrels, birds, Disney princess style.
Now, let's take a minute before we fuck up the tree. Tabs is gonna go
Oh
for me.
no! Are you gentlemen trying to cause damage to this nice tree?
Oh
no.
I don't know if
Maybe.
it's that tree. Maybe give me that tree over there. I don't know. Which one do you think is?
We haven't decided on the tree.
Yeah, we're shopping around for trees.
Oh dear. I suppose there's nothing else you could possibly shoot and not these beautiful living creatures?
I can think of his tab saying you.
No. What you wish for?
A red glint.
I'm not even nearby. Yeah, I was about to say I'm not even nearby. I just thought that would be funny.
Well, I suppose we could always find something that would make a better target, like I don't know, a bale of hay or something. Hay isn't alive, is it?
Oh no, I believe that hay is taken apart. It is given its life for the animals it plans to feed. But I'm sure there could be some that could be sacrificed for practice.
Right, so we can't shoot a
That
tree.
sounds good. No. Let's not shoot the tree.
I'm sure we could also find some gifts from the trees that have been given that could be used. And she begins to hunt around looking for large pieces of bark and such. Basically size of like soda cans equivalent.
The immediate thought that I have is that scene from fucking Smiling Friends where Tabs and like Flocka huddle down. You know what? This guy's a lost cause.
As you guys get closer to her, you do see she is human. She's also wearing basically nothing but full foliage. She has made her clothing from bark, leaves, and grass.
Oh, are you one of them treeple?
A treeple?
Are you
A trisson?
a nudist?
Fuck you, Callum. That's so good.
I suppose I could be called that. I mean, I'm wearing coverings. Or she kind of checks herself to make sure she's not overexposing too much from her grass skirt and top. It is well crafted, though definitely very woodsy.
Oh, I've had to do that before. It wasn't nearly as nice as this. Some beastie like tore my clothes off. I was naked for a few weeks.
He still flashes us sometimes. It's pretty good.
It was such a well thought out thing. Calling her Treeple.
Flacco, we need to go and get something big, like maybe like a fallen down tree or something.
Would a fallen down tree work?
Ah, that would be perfect. That which we can make use of we can make use of the tree's corpse for us. And she kind of skips off in the direction to find one.
I guess she knows where all the.
We follow the dress, and then I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't take you long. It doesn't take you long. You guys find a fallen tree having.
It doesn't say.
You also
an illusion being lowered off into the forest.
You also find some areas. You also find some areas where the local woodcutters guild had just been. It smells of freshly cut lumber and such. There's rocks. There's things they pulled up. There's a few good stumps that you can use that they haven't dug out yet.
On the way, Tabs is like, so you see, Flacca, shooting a gun is an art. Eventually, when you do it enough, you can do it without thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Like painting.
Yeah, like painting. I've painted a lot of walls.
As you guys are walking, you hear an owl off in the distance, and she perfectly mimics the owl's cry back to it. After about 30 seconds, you watch as it comes through the trees and lands on her arm as she's having a conversation with it.
So, what do we call you then, Tristan?
My name is Omira Treesong. It is a pleasure to meet you, and she gives a rather dramatic long bow down, giving you guys a view of middle-aged cleavage.
Tabs will do the same thing, but with the grace of a drunk cat.
Flocka has no idea what they're doing. He's just making eye contact with that owl. Kind of looks like a chicken.
The owl looks at you, and then turns its head, and keeps turning its head almost like upside down and then back.
It's security room.
Flocka doing the same thing, almost falling on his head.
Yeah, he mimics the bird. He's like, that's a weird chicken. And so he just like, I guess
that is what we call an owl.
That's what that is.
It's like a chicken, but not as good to eat.
All right, pause here for a second. Let me swap over. Marrow and Tango. What is happening? Tango, you ran. Marrow, what?
Monkey.
You chasing the monkey?
Is Marrow after me?
He can't see you in the hall anymore, so he's just gonna give up.
Where monkey gold?
Where monkey gold?
Taffy, having seen people just running off, she doesn't seem as like she's happy to be around people, but she seems a little more awkward. And she's holding basically a mug the size of her in her hand, kind of sipping from it.
Mara will, with the bottle of, I don't know, elven whiskey he's grabbed off a table, just kind of hold it out to them.
Oh.
And in it, Noel, thank God, go, would you like any of this?
Oh, sure. I can't really do too much, but just a
Here you go.
Maybe
And he'll just the 2 shots of vodka, just straight into the mug.
Taffy will, seeing you pour that, she kind of grins nervously and brings her hand to the glass. It gives a little cleric spell. You watch it glow, and it is now of reasonable amount of alcohol.
It's water now.
She has purified food and drink.
That's so funny.
She tapers it to her acceptable level.
Gonna
I think
dial that back down.
it looks like you've got a little bit of a heavy hand.
Well, they're more nimble than you'd think. I do enjoy alchemy, so.
I saw.
And he'll swig back the whiskeys.
That's quite.
That's flirting.
That's
They're more nimble than you think. Okay, but
That's quite a talent. I suppose I could say I have the same, though I'm not very good with the chemistry kind of things. Writing's more my gig. I used to
Oh,
work.
it's so much fun once you learn how to turn things into other things.
I
There's
mean-
there's the alchemist gambit led into gold. You can't do that, by the way. I tried. It you just can't do it. You just can't do it.
Yeah. I'm sure there's been terrible things. I've read books about the things that can happen from trying to do alchemy and it going horribly, horribly wrong.
Oh yes, this is my third set of eyebrows. Now, mostly
Third
though, I
set
have
of
been able to make
eyebrows.
black powder.
I assume
Surprisingly reliable.
that's impressive. And she will pull out her journals and some of the notes she's been keeping. One of her journal books basically is notable dead that she has encountered since her journey. When she opens, and others are maps and things of that nature, similar to Arbo's journal, but holy shit, this woman's handwriting is gorgeous. Full on the just pure script across it, not a drop out of place.
Arbo's handwriting is chicken scratch.
There's
So
This
a
is all a bunch of scribbles.
You dictate the lives of the dead, do you?
yes. Those who
Tell me, have you ever? Is it just goblin tribes you dictate in there, or?
Well, I can't. Michelle really does not distinguish between any particular undead. So, any.
You keep mentioning a Michelle. Who's Michelle?
Oh.
Are you betrothed?
No, Michelle is the skull you saw at Cave Chattering on the end of my staff. She was one of the first that I had ever encountered, and felt that her life mission was not completed, and asked if she could come with me.
Oh,
She-
do you speak Necril as well?
Something to that nature. I am capable of understanding the dead. It is less of Necril and more of souls, really.
It's
But-
just and Maro's the whiskey's kind of starting to hit a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets a little bit sniffy. I'm so glad you're here. I haven't been able to have a decent conversation in what feels like a week.
You have been out months. You've lost somewhat of track of time at this point. You have been out quite a couple months.
They don't understand. They can't understand, you know? And it gets so lonely out there. And
He just starts
I'm
crying.
doing it for my family, you know? I'm doing it for my family.
Taffy
He's
puts on her glasses, begins writing things down.
He will just drunkenly full lore dump about his family in the Mwangi Expanse.
And the rest of everyone around them, because no one else speaks Null, just hears.
This is the most clarity Maro's ever gotten.
Amazing.
Everyone wants to kill me. I'm not a bad guy because of how I look. I'm a terrible man because of what I do, damn it. At least give me the chance. Just.
How dare they assume that just because I ate that gnome's face, my sister would do it too? Okay? She only eats elves, okay?
This is fantastic.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
It's all I've ever
Fucking,
known. I mean, I would have eaten you if we hadn't stopped.
Yeah,
I know
I
I've
love
eaten
that
a few
Mara's a sad
goblins. I
drunk.
can't remember how many.
I love that he's a sad drunk so much for some reason.
This is incredible. Taffy is just gently, comforting, kind of patting his arm while she sips her drink, listening. Ears turned directly towards him. Arbo, hold on. Ow, my face actually hurts. Oh. Oh, my face hurts.
I've been chuckling all day. I'm warmed up.
Oh. Ow. Okay.
I assume Tango he's been like seeing all of that's going on as he's like hiding like probably behind like the bar stool.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's like seeing that happening, he catches his eye on Jocelyn, the other bard person
Yes.
that he ran into. He wants to go to over to Justin and actually like want to share him some insight with him
Okay.
if you can. He wants to check. So
There you go.
Justin, how you
I'll
doing?
put him over here.
All right. I was gonna like move my
He
I was
is.
gonna move my token over it, but all right.
He is on a break from having been performing on the other side of the Great Hall. Ah, it's you again. Oh, I'm well. How are you?
How you doing? Yeah, it's been well. It's been well.
I heard you guys came back with all your limbs intact. I'm impressed.
Yeah, quite surprisingly. So hey, this is like something I want to share with you. Something that I just wrote as during my travels.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the understanding of it is that we were able to make the founder of this town able to rest in peace, and I wrote a song in
I'm sorry.
sort of a
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
memoir. Yeah. You're good at playing, so I'll be keen to like share the song with you, and you can like share around the town. So if I'm not here, at least someone here can play around in honor for this town.
Of course, please.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say
And he will join
the song
you.
that I've written myself to be
Roll with advantage.
Kassan's Descended is what I'm calling the song.
Okay.
And as I'm doing this, I'm gonna cast
Oh.
I'm gonna cast True Skill on me, so it'll be another +1 to my performance.
Sorry. A
22. Okay.
You make a beautiful, beautiful song of elegy and of memoriam for Cousin, for how much he gave for the town, and that each person living here is a representative of his love and care to build this place. And you are given quite a good amount of applause and praise for this new song. It will be adapted and will be kept by Jocelyn. That was beautiful. Were you truly able to see him?
We were able to meet him for like a one. We're able to like for him to be able to rest easy now.
That is
Clearing to like the area should be probably much easier from going on forward. Hopefully,
that is wonderful.
No undead going around about.
That is wonderful to hear. I am very.
My
heart is soothed.
I want to lend you this song that I written, so you can be able to like play around the townsfolk here in his memoriam.
Yes, of course. I will hop back to everyone, but I'm going to give a little.
Real quick. It is simply a moment of where Tango he initially like lost any like joy of like doing like performance wise in such a long time. This is probably the first time in a long time he has felt joy in what he does. Mm-hmm.
That is wonderful.
Cause he's had it rough.
Yeah.
Before he joined this group.
That was the wrong kind of music. You happily join in together, playing music during the night. Arbo.
Fitting music.
Yes. Having had a little bit of time with Saigar, he tells you a little bit more about himself and the Pathfinder Society, basically stating that The group seeks out lost treasure and lore, which is exactly what it seems like you and your group have been doing. And one of the things that he notes is the amulet you carry. Because of what was in the crypt, you currently hold the first third of the amulet. 2 more were one, you know that 1 was taken, and 1 seems to be missing and left with the person that Kassen had told you, Iramine.
Yes, we've been. I mean, granted, I haven't asked around much yet, but Kassen doesn't know anything about Iramine even being alive anymore, even existing. She's been long gone.
You'd be surprised.
At this point, Arbo will have like pulled up a wicker basket from like one of the nearby docks and just started filling it with fish to take back to the hall.
You might be surprised with there's a good chance that this Iramine may be alive.
I mean, I remember Kassen mentioned she was an elf.
Yes.
I mean, they live forever.
It would not be shocking for her to still be alive and kicking. And I believe I may have heard that name. I would like your group to come with me in a couple of days to near Mathas.
Well, I mean, I have no issues with it, but you'll have to ask the rest of them. I mean, we only just met not too long ago. I don't know, fate kind of sealed the deal on us meeting.
I have a friend in Tamrind, Reginar. You said you had told me you found some strange masks within the tomb, yes?
Yes, Arbo will take the mask out of his pouch and just hold it, like, out to look at.
Sagar will hold the mask in his hand and kind of pause and goes, "Good thing you didn't put this on. I think I definitely can assist you in where this is. This may lead us to another piece of the amulet. Perhaps we can find the ones who stole the second piece."
I mean, I do have a lot of questions about it. Arbo will flick to the page with the painting that he resketched out with the multiple pieces of the amulet.
Unfortunately, I don't know what it does. I don't know if it has magical powers or whatnot.
All I remember was that Hassan said if we find the pieces, then, I don't know, something would happen.
If you can, please talk to your group. That way we can at least attempt to return it to where it should be. Back to Kasen.
I mean, everybody will be back. Probably not too long from now. Arbo will...
No, I can't speak to them. I need to leave town for a couple days to get this ready.
No, I mean, I could always give them a talk and see if they're down, see if they're okay with this. Before you leave, you mind helping me carry this, at least this basket of fish back?
Sure. And,
Arbo just fished and, like, filled a basket to take back to the inn to give the food back to the people who were basically giving us free food for the night.
Okay. Swapping over to Flocka, Tabs, and Olmira. Let me see.
Oh, this is perfect music.
Yeah.
Circus music.
Saloon music.
Yep. You have set up some rocks, some pieces of wood, some old basically mushrooms that were not like edible. Some old fruit. You've set up a nice little shooting range for you.
Now, Blacko.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shooting a gun is like riding a bike, except the bike is traveling really fast and can kill someone. So, exactly. Now,
Okay.
This is the goofiest shit ever.
it's as easy as pointing it at the thing you want to shoot and clicking the trigger. However, this pistol's got a bit of a kick to it, so
Oh, it can't be that
Brace
bad.
yourself for some recoil.
And Flock, he just one-hands it. He doesn't do, like, the two-hand grip. He just one-hands it. He, like, squints his eye, does the classic, like, point the thing out, and then try to hit one of the pins.
As far as I
Big
know,
boy.
I don't think you have training in this, so I think you take a -4, if I remember right.
Yeah, I do not have proficiency with firearms at all. I'm just gonna hand wave it, say I miss. I miss horribly. And that the fucking recoil, it doesn't kick my arm, but the gun just like sort of, it almost feels like it jumps out of my hand. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
No, you see, you gotta prepare for the recoil like this, and Tabs will kind of like whip his revolver out, and one of the pieces of fruit, he'll try and shoot that.
Okay, make a roll. Yeah, you do fine.
That fruit is in danger.
I got the
Point.
fruit.
Just quick draw on a fucking pear.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
It explodes.
I don't even know where we got a pear.
Now, maybe you gotta slow down a bit. Think about a happy memory or something to ease yourself. As he's like breaking open the barrel of like
Oh.
the pistol and loading another round in for Flakka.
Hearing that, Olmira speaks of, oh, I can think of a wonderful memory. I had a beautiful morning this morning. I was able to glance upon the sunrise and take a shower take a bath within the river's edge. It was glorious, and she kind of spins.
Habs is gonna
Yeah.
pull out his
Very
inner
good showers now.
shoot, and he's gonna go, you can play with this.
Oh, goodness.
Don't worry, it doesn't shoot bullets.
We're out here taking showers in D&D. Let's go.
Let's go.
She was under a waterfall.
That does sound pretty.
Oh,
I
what-
like taking showers.
I apologize. This is a bit too modern for me. And she hands it back, and she kind of waves her hand towards one of the pieces of bark off to the side, and you watch as it, like, that's standing, and you watch as it catches a light with magic.
Oh, camping must be so easy with you.
Oh, every
that's
day is like
awesome.
camping for me.
Tabs'
That's
jaw
amazing.
drops like.
The
Oh, it takes forever to set up the fire.
oh, it's very easy for me.
What else can you do? That's awesome.
Oh, I can do quite a few things. And she begins to kind of like show off. She does create water above your head. Like, and makes it rain.
You really just had like a little fucking rain cloud appear over Tlaka. just
Tabs will like step to the side and like take his hat off and she'd be like,
She,
I always hated rain.
she
The water
brings,
collects on the bottom of my hat.
she brings her hand.
He points at Taz, mosquitoes be upon you.
Oh, don't worry, I can handle that. And she brings her hand up and uses mending, and it dries your hat off immediately. It also fluffs your fur.
Literally the image I sent before, the really fluffy cat now. Like, big fluffy cat with a hat.
A tad too much.
Well, he like slicks his hair back a little bit.
I can even do this, and she does a particular spell.
That's the fireball.
And you both are lifted 5 feet as the ground comes up underneath you in a square.
No.
Whoa!
And
Whoa!
Oh dear God!
she laughs as the Minecraft ass looking square of dirt comes up and then comes back down in a dusty and dirt filled fluff of cloud. You are clinging to the grass in fear.
Oh, that's so cool. You can like control everything.
Well, everything in the natural world. I'm a druid.
Oh.
I
thought
heard
druids
of
are
you,
more
Trojans.
I thought druids are more circle shaped.
Oh, we have circles. It's like being in a certain club that you want. if you were ever in schooling, say if you were better with numbers or better with reading.
I wasn't good with either of those. I was good at I was good at climbing trees.
Oh, climbing trees is wonderful. I enjoy it myself.
I like getting up there and like pretending I'm a bird sometimes because they get like them nice views.
Oh.
Getting down is the hard part.
Oh,
Part of a tree is staying away from it and on the floor.
she moves over to you, having been moved by your statement, and goes, "Would you like to learn one day to become a bird?"
Oh yeah, I always wanted to be a bird at some point because they fly in the sky. It looks so cool.
Oh, that's wonderful. Perhaps you could be connected into nature and become a druid yourself. And
I can do that?
yes, you just have to be taught. And connect within your heart to nature itself. And she kind of spins her arms out in a circle, looking very, very, very stoned in her own way.
Tabs is gonna be like nodding and like really listening to the conversation, but there's still targets up there. Can he just like?
Yeah.
Little does she know the
Absolutely
clinical
shoot
level of
from the
stupid
side.
inside Flacco's
Yeah,
brain.
like on the corner of his peripheral, he's like, gunshot,
The moment you said stone, Flocka like takes a quick sniff of the air. Something smells skunky.
Oh, of course. That comes with the territory. And it's just the way she the way she smells. Like that's just her scent.
I was gonna say it'll just fly like his own farts.
It's a skunk. He's right there.
Make an allusion to that weed has like a skunky smell to it.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm like, if she's stoned, he would definitely smell it. I don't think Flocka. I think if Flocka got, he'd just like eat the whole forest.
I can't wait for Arba to find some fucking magic mushrooms.
Every chicken within a 70-mile radius would be dead. Like.
She does confirm that basically instead of circles, there are domains in this. It is kind of weird. They actually have domains instead of circles, similar to like cleric domains.
That's cool. That's pretty fucking neat. But yeah, Tabs' question.
Oh yes, what was your question?
Do you think I could be one of them druids? Being a cat has its disadvantages sometimes.
Well, I'm certain that if you tried hard enough, you'd have to find someone to teach you. It just depended on what you were looking for.
You know, that is a good question. Are there any lizard druids or cat druids?
Oh, actually there are.
Oh,
There are serpent and crocodile domains, as well as areas of where you might live, or the different planes of the elements. There's plenty, and of course the plant domain, which is mine.
Oh, that's awesome! There's a lizard druid! He like grabs Tabs by the shoulders and like, there's a lizard druid! I can be lizard magic.
I'm really happy for you.
There is one of Panther domain as well, which I suppose could include most cats. Though you don't seem much for stealth.
I could. I just don't really need to. I tend to look people in the eye when I kill them, you know, a la Rowan.
Unfortunately, I know neither of these animalistic druids, but I'm sure you could possibly find them somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe it's something that we do then.
I do like walking around a lot. Maybe I'll run into one eventually. Right, so why are you here? Is this just where you live?
Yes, I live on the outskirts of this town. They're quite amusing people.
I sure hope the town isn't causing too much of a ruckus with this party.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah.
I'm not much for big crowds, but I always enjoy a good festivity. And
We just got back from the crypt.
Oh,
Oh.
so that was you.
Oh wait, we're talking about nature and stuff. I need to hold on. I'm gonna grab somebody. And then Flocka, he like dead sprints back into the city.
All right. Where are you going?
He finds Arbo.
Make a perception check to find Arbo.
That one. Please, that one.
+8.
Oh my god!
Yeah!
Damn, bitch.
You initially think you found Arbo and you grab him, only halfway, like, running back to realize you actually just picked up a sack of potatoes.
Oh. Wait a minute. Flocka looks back. He looks back at another sack of potatoes.
Make another perception check to run back in.
He chucks it over his shoulder and runs back.
He's giving me the potato.
So is it just you in the forest then, or do you have other druids?
You find him.
Flocka goes up to Arbo. I do not care if you're mid-conversation. I hope you are. Flocka's just gonna run up to Arbo. He's like, Arbo, come here. I got something I want to show you. And he just grabs you
by the
and he runs
skull.
off with you.
Yeah.
You
just
want
grabs
it
you
to
and
be like a
sprints
cut
off with
into
you.
like what Arvo's doing?
dear.
Well, druids usually often keep to themselves. We have somewhat of territory, but there are quite a lot of them in near Mythos. I am simply one of them.
Wait a minute, sorry. Like his ears twitches as the ground rumbles.
Oh, it seems your large friend is back.
Tump. And then he just brings a very dizzy and shaken Arbo. He's like, yeah, he likes nature and stuff. He has a whole book about it.
He grabbed me by my skull.
Oh,
I'm holding.
what a darling little frog creature. Hello there. And, Arbo, you see a middle-aged woman wearing nothing unnatural, wearing just leaves, bark, and reeds and such. Anything gathered from this area as clothing. She also has little birds and mice and creatures kind of jumping around her feet and off her shoulder.
Cool.
Is this one of your other companions?
Yeah, he's my friend Arbo. I met him. How long has it been? He turns you around, so now you're like facing each other. He's still grabbing you by the skull. He hasn't put you down yet.
It's like
It's been
holding
like a week.
It's like holding a toddler.
Yeah,
He's holding me by the head.
I hope I'm not holding him like it's. I don't want to hope I'm holding the toddler like
No,
that.
he's holding me by the head and his fingers on the soft spot. All right.
Yeah, he turns,
Oh my
he flips
God.
you around so that way you make an eye contact, and it's like, how long have we known each other? You said like a week. But
Your
he spins
friends
you back around. Yeah, about a week.
Your friends were just telling me about their journeys and about their interest in possibly druidism.
I mean, I like nature. I just take notes.
Yeah, well, I figured, well, you like nature, and you have the book and all that, and she's like nature magic, druid, plant druid, and so he plops you down. I don't know. I just felt like you might be interested.
As you please make perception checks as you guys are talking.
Being slowly surrounded by wolves. Like,
Jesus,
fucking perception
Vlad is
plus.
too excited. He busy. Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh my god, that is insane.
Ooh.
Flocka actually put his fucking thumb into the soft spot of my skull, and I forgot how to think.
You were
Tab-
busy for a little bit.
Tabs
Tabs
is the only one that notices as a woman seems to approach. Goes, hey, what's going on over here? The woman who comes out is a human, and from her leather gear and the bow on her back, looks to be a ranger of some sort. Oh, Mira, it's you. And
Like, as she approaches, Tabs is going to immediately be like, huh, with his gun and then go, sorry.
who are they? Don't point that at me. Excuse you. And Omira will kind of look and go, oh, these are the new heroes. They brought back the Everflame. Oh, these guys? She kind of gives you all
Arbo.
a look up and down.
Flock is just cross-eyed.
Bo will like shake his head to like regain his like thinking process and give out a croak and be like, yes, that's us.
Oh. Well, I'd heard that this year's party was definitely odd. I certainly didn't think it would be animal folk, but I'm not particularly picky. They're not bothering you, are they? Oh, of course not! We're talking about the glorious beauty of nature! I see. And you watch her attempt to kind of, like, disengage from the conversation quickly. Oh, are you guys the reason I was hearing gunshots?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I just got dragged out here.
We was doing target practice over there. He points at the dead tree with things still propped up on it.
I see. Well, I'd suggest if you're gonna do that, to use the proper archery range, but I can understand why.
Do you want to try?
No, I
Unfortunately,
don't.
my bullets tend to go through.
I'll be entirely real with you, Flocka. Looking at her, she'd probably shoot the hell out of you.
Why would she shoot me?
Not
I've
you,
done nothing.
dummy.
Either
I mean,
way,
she'd be better than you.
just
Oh,
try
maybe.
to keep it. Try and get past. Try and make sure you're not going past a certain time of night. When the moon hits about there, and she makes a little drawing in front of you. Maybe knock it off. You don't want to scare everyone in town.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Well, Mira, are you fine? Oh, yes, wonderful. Are you going to join the party in town? I need to keep doing my patrols. If somebody's got to make sure this place stays up when everybody's having a good time. Oh, that's unfortunate, but don't worry, I'll be out here with you. Should there be anything, I'll give you a message. Oh, and were you able to get those flowers I gave you growing? She just like, yeah, they're great. They're great. Thanks, Amir. Bye. And kind of fades back into the forest. Moment.
I love how she sounds like she has a perpetual headache.
It's like it's literally like two opposites just like talking to each other.
I'll just like be like, you mentioned flowers. They don't necessarily have a use for these, but if you're a druid, I mean, you might have fine use. And we'll hand over the 2 sky nest flowers that he has in his pack.
Oh, goodness. Thank you. These are lovely. Here. And she reaches into a bag on her side and she gives you a pouch. The pouch is filled with various kinds of wildflowers that grow within this region. But the seeds for it, rather. Spread these across. It's always good to encourage. Yeah, I know you'll probably be out of town soon, but it's always good to encourage natural growth within the area.
I found a bunch of lovely things while we were traveling. Arbo will pull out one of the bags of fox nuts and be like, just like kind of like slightly start a small fire. And with one of the little pans in his pack.
Oh, here, let me help you. And she sparks up the little campfire you make.
Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. Camping is the best when you're a druid because you just whoosh. You don't gotta do all the rocks and stuff. Whoosh.
Arbo will kind of like fry up the fox nuts, like the popcorn that you mentioned,
yes.
And just toss in some of the spices from his pickling set.
Oh, what a clever little thing you are.
I like the fact that like Mara and Tango have like moments of like touchy moments, and then Albert Flacker and Tabs are having this moment right here.
Just camping in the woods with a druid.
Arbo will finish up the fox nuts and then just like plop them into like one of the like little camping bowls that he has.
I have you know that Tabs is very in tune with nature. In fact, he prefers to drink outdoors.
He finds a nice stump
I'll have you know
starts...
you're full of shit.
Tango.
A stump and he starts pounding a liter of whiskey.
Tango, having been... Now, I'm going to swap over real quick while that's happening. Just kind of come back around. Tango, as you are kind of on your way out. You see the mayor kind of approach you and go, "Excuse me, Tango, was it?"
It's the mayor. Yes.
Yes.
That is sorry. Tango Abubu.
I don't imagine your group will be staying too long, but I wondered if you would consider an additional favor to us. Obviously,
right.
your party would be compensated, but
Sure.
we heard some very strange things happening off into a cove cave, just down river. And well,
Okay.
we had hoped it might be a safer bet to send your fellas in before we attempt our own, especially given that we have lost some of our stronger members with what has happened with the crypt.
Seem to be losing a lot of folks here, huh?
Not a lot, just strange occurrences. I've heard folks talk of some kind of lion creature coming from that cave. Our fishermen are afraid to go down there.
That's
It
fair.
was one of our better clamming caves, so it would be unfortunate to lose that.
Sure.
You-
Sure. We'll definitely see what's going on around there, and yeah, very likely if we do leave, but probably it's very unlikely we'll be heading back this way to let you know. So, worst comes to show, we'll send you like a message saying that it's been done and stuff.
Thank you. I very much appreciate it. I've heard talks that Sinar was wanting to take you into Tamarin, so I had hoped to catch you before you headed off. Make a
What's in that?
if you would like, make a knowledge history or check.
Knowledge history or what you say?
Just knowledge history. I'm sorry.
All right, that's fine. Ooh, 10.
10. You know the city of Tamarin. You know that it's right on the edge of right at the end of the Marideth River, and right on the banks to Lake Carthen. It's kind of a small city, and it is considered pretty ramshackle for being a nation's capital. But you also know that it is a little more of a like rough edge town. There's you've heard some strange rumors about it, but nothing that really stands out to you.
Cameron, now's like the place where the Temple of Rasmir is seen to be located, is it?
Yes.
That's right. I got my notes. I'm
Okay, good.
good. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's very likely we'll be heading to Timber next. Once we're wrapped up here. But yeah, if we come to the Cove Cave, I'll definitely let my party know.
The Cove Cave is about half a mile downriver. It's walkable, so.
Okay, yeah.
And
Definitely check that out on the way. That's good.
Once that has been notified as safe, we will give you a little bit of a specialty small feast as well. It is, given the season, well, we're coming upon the best tasting of clams of the area. So I hope you'll be able to stay with that.
Oh, I bet I can convince Flock to stay.
Your mouth waters at the
yeah.
Even though you've eaten a lot tonight, it still sounds delicious.
I sense a disturbance.
You sense it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you. Please continue to enjoy the evening. Obviously, you know where your rooms are, so.
Right. Thank you. I will get to it, and I would actually see if I can find myself a game of cards to do gambling and stuff.
All right. You hunt around for that. Mara, are you still telling Taffy your life story?
And then when I was really small, they would use me as bait. Do you understand? I was this big, and he does like a height that is almost exactly Taffy height.
Oh,
I
that's
was so
unfortunate.
small and weak and pathetic, and they would go out there and don't hurt me, heroes, and then I'd lead them back and we'd get them, and we'd eat them. But then I got big. And I made this, and he gets out the blood buds.
She
Then
kind
they start
of easy.
just like breaks down, just a sobbing mess. You like imagine.
Oh no,
Like a
the
child trying to hold
Joe's
up, like-
crying in the bar, where everyone just slinks away.
It's a bit of a
Alchemy was all that made me equal in the tribe. That and the goddess Lamashtu, she understands me.
Make a couple survival
This'll
checks
just,
to
yeah,
forage
this
as
will
well.
just roll on for as long as Marrow has access to the whiskey.
She will as whenever you get the get another glass, Taffy starts kind of intercepting, like, no worries, I got it, and
Purify.
just like she
Just
brings it
purify.
down. Yeah, she'll purify it to kind of make sure you're not going in full alcohol like poisoning. You think it tastes the same? It tastes absolutely the same.
Taffy, but like Taffy now knows that I have like 19 brothers and sisters. My
Yes.
grandma's the bone speaker. Like, it's this whole thing.
You start talking about like family tea. It's like
Yeah, right,
Uncle
like-
Benny ran off with Aunt Miriam, leaving Aunt
There was that-
Janice behind.
There was that one time where one of my sisters got my other sister caught in a punji trap on purpose. Like,
And the crazy part, they were cousins. they didn't know. They didn't know. And then eventually they came back, and when we told them, it was a little bit too late. They already had like 5 kids. So, woo! That was an
but it
interesting one.
expanded the tribe, so it was okay.
They were on the front line.
Lamashtu said it
They
was
were
okay.
cannon fodder.
they served as the meat shields.
But he goes on
Oh
about
my
like learning
God.
his passion for alchemy and being strong of mind where he couldn't be strong of body for the tribe. Just all that's and the gold. He doesn't know why, but he's been told he needs to get as much as fast as possible.
That sounds like someone's extorting you, possibly.
I like to imagine.
I don't know. They don't tell me anything.
It pans back to his grandma, and she's just buying like 1,000 lotto tickets.
It pans back to his fucking
We're gonna win big.
fucking Marrow's grandmother's no despot. She's literally sitting on a throne.
Yeah. Got the fucking like shutter shades on, grinning like with a gold tooth. Granny's rolling in it now, kiddies.
Grandma's got
I'm
$50,000 fucking dollars.
Bring grandma her scratches.
And a bottle of
Yeah,
Chardonnay. Stats.
Like Marrow is that kind of drunk
damn it.
where he loses sense of his balance, just a lean. And it's like,
Oh, he's got the drunk lean. Yep.
yeah.
Taffy
it's
Taffy takes her staff and hooks it over over one of your shirt points and kind of shifts you back on your feet.
Oh, I'm gonna. Oh man, I'm gonna go swim in the river. And it starts to leave the hole.
Oh goodness!
That's
And
the-
she
Cuts to Meryl face down in the river.
She follows. She follows you out just to make sure you don't drown.
Hey, there's a man in the river.
A man
There's
is
a man
in the river
in
in
Lego
City.
Roll to drown.
I think there's a
Yeah,
swim
make
check,
a
actually.
swim check if you're gonna go in the river.
There you go.
If you're rolling that one, you don't even make it like a foot deep. You just fall
With
into
disadvantage,
it. and
right? Because he's
in the
drunk?
water.
Yeah, I was like,
It's
that,
gonna
that
be.
sounds like a
I'm
disadvantage.
not like. It's not a class skill. I don't have any ranks in it.
Yeah, we're just
Thanks to my armor,
straight.
It's a -1.
Straight.
Yeah.
Right.
I love the
Oh
idea that
no. Oh no.
At
It's even
disadvantage,
worse.
I accept. I want that to be a 3 because that's funnier. But it makes sense because he's drunk. Otherwise, I'd only say a disadvantage because he's drunk. Either way,
Remember
he's
not-
shit at swimming right now.
Meryl's having the same shit that I had when I was like a teenager, drinking Four Locos and trying to swim in a lake.
Get
Maro
this man
gets
a floaty.
above. Maro gets deep enough in the river where his feet don't touch the bottom, and then he remembers he grew up in the middle of a goddamn desert jungle.
I need to go.
crap.
I need to go get some water in my face.
This is the
and
time
it's
while he's
fucking
actually
6 feet
touching
deep.
water other than rain.
What does Meryl melt in the river?
Oh, what a world! What a
I
world!
just assume he's being carried away by the current, to be honest with you.
Tango!
It's like
Tango! She runs back in. Tango,
Sans
where are you?
cast finally hits him.
Arbo, Flecka, Tab, somebody!
Oh, we're like half a
I'm
mile
floating.
away.
I know.
Yeah,
you guys ain't hearing shit.
Yep.
She
I'm
runs around
floating
looking
away.
for help. The wizard kind of stops and looks at her and goes, "Are you all right? My friend's in the river. He fell. Can you help me?"
All right, baby, are you? In the meantime, Tango, all right, baby, I'm all in. Put it all into this card. I have a good feeling about this hand. Oh yeah.
Just drunkenly thrashing in the water while Tango's hitting it
Give me a
big.
second.
Right.
Male wizard.
Stygar would have already left, right?
I'm putting
Yeah.
everything red.
Tango's playing. Tango's pokering.
Straight
Fuck
poker.
yeah, dude.
Tango's
Yeah.
fucking gambling like the circus.
Damn it, stop giving me fucking AI shit. I want the actual just Pathfinder shit to make sure this guy knows the spell that I'm thinking he needs.
talking about the roulette
6th level.
This is how Marrow dies in this campaign.
Yeah, don't swim while drunk.
Oh, is that your friend? The big black thing in the middle of the river there. Yes, that's him. Can you get him? Can you get him out? I'm certainly not gonna jump in the river for it, but let me see it. He opens up a book, just looking through.
Maro, believing he's dying, is yelling in Nor. I'd kill you all if I got the chance. I regret nothing.
Let's see.
All of you would be delicious.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Tabby's having second thoughts.
Not because, oh no, it's a crazy. There's nothing we could have done.
No. He died. My soul below ash too.
Uses mage hand to push your head under further. Like.
Hold on. I just need a minute. Because he doesn't have, like, stats or anything. I have to find what I'm
Just
looking
say-
for.
You can just say he has like a levitate spell or something like
No,
that.
because levitate's its own thing. So,
Water is hell. Water is hell.
He actively dissolves and he turns into a fucking like one of those sponge dinosaurs.
here we go! And he closes the book and kind of waves his arms in the air. I call upon the air elemental to guide me. Guide this man! And you watch him bring his hand out. Please make a reflex save.
I think you're supposed to fail this. But do it at disadvantage because you're drunk. You're drunk and you're drowning. You're disadvantage.
Should I do it at disadvantage then?
No.
Alright.
It's-
Plus
fair
6.
enough.
Natural 20 plus
You
6.
give
my
it a
God.
Okay. You will not take any damage from this, though you will be prone as a burst of water and air come up underneath you with air geyser. You are launched into the air and over Holgast's head, and onto the ground with a flat and wet splat. Oh God, are you all right? You are now laid out on the floor, staring up and into the night sky, soaking wet and now very sober.
I think I miss my family, Taffy. And he will just full on Team America style. Just
I miss my wife, Tails.
yeah, just every ounce of liquid he had swallowed in the past like 4 hours of the party is just exiting him in force.
Ugh, disgusting. And
Dog gagging in the pond.
Mara will thumbs up the wizard.
he will prestidigitation away all of the nastiness. Alright, was that all you needed me for? Yes, sir. Thank you. Good. I'm gonna go get a hot toddy. You want one? No, I'm fine. Thank you. And he heads back into the party.
As he opens the door, you hear like, "What do you mean those are 5th A's? I call bullshit on that."
Five aces. You a tango about to get into a bar fight over.
Over gambling.
places
He'll get kicked
clawed
out before he
hand
gets
on
to a
Taffy's
fight.
shoulder. I just be like, thanks for listening. I'd still eat you, but thanks for listening.
I'm gonna go sleep now. Good night. And just like lay. You get to your tent. You don't even like crawl in. You actually just kind of flop
face first
over
into the
onto the tent and
Yeah,
just
I just-
pass the fuck out.
Well, you're already still kind of soaked, so I don't think anything could happen to you to make it worse.
Tabs, Arvo, and Flucka, you guys have snacks and such with Omira, and you get to learn a little bit more about druids.
I made a couple rolls as well.
Yes.
For the side interaction to just forage for more stuff around.
You are not going to find anything currently.
Okay.
Well, now that we're all here in this nice little camp place, why don't we tell each other something about each other? I don't think we've had a lot of time to, get to know each other really.
Tell you about the time Jimmy died. Poor Jimmy.
Which one?
What's Jimmy?
I'm
Who's
talking
Jimmy?
about this story like probably 13 times.
Exactly, which one?
The same Jimmy every time.
Oh, I thought it was a different Jimmy. I thought
No.
there was just a bunch of Jimmys dying.
No, it's the same. It was the same Jimmy every story.
We just
Is Jimmy-
canonically made the Kenny of this world.
Is Jimmy just like a tiny
Tabs,
Jim?
Tabs will like pop the cork out of his thing and be like, "Rest in peace, Jimmy," and then take a swig.
As he pours one out.
Actually, here's something. I don't know how old I am.
You don't?
I don't.
Oh.
Sorry, my intelligence score decreases like by 1 by hearing that for a bit. Like,
Can
you don't?
Arbo look at him and just give a guesstimate?
Sure. Make a knowledge nature.
Knowledge nature.
Let me
That's
see.
good.
You can take a guess that he's probably just about to hit middle-aged.
You don't look too old. You're at least maybe 20s.
Am I 20? 20 something? Hey, miss, is there a way you can figure out when you were born?
Well, possibly. Do you remember anything about that time?
Hell, that is a good question. Is there anything of like significance that he would remember when he was young? Like something going on in the world?
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. All right, it's at a -1. Shit.
I don't think so.
So out of character, you actually can use something called Glyph of Warding, which makes it so you can react to an unobservable phenomena about someone. There is talk of Identify being able to be used for that. Let me see. You remember chewing on a rock.
Flocky just thinks back and he's like, oh, there's a good memory. Wait, no, I'm supposed to be thinking about stuff that's going on when I was a kid.
You guys hear, like, sparks from Flocka's head.
Like smoke coming out of his ears, yeah.
Yeah, little holes on the side of his head.
He's like, he's earnestly thinking as hard as he can. Like, he's legit, like, focusing, like, I don't know. I don't know a lot of things.
Really, I wouldn't be worried about it. You look like you're in your prime.
You know how to hit things really hard, though, and that's good.
Yeah, I don't. Thank you, first off. But I don't really remember much of anything, actually.
Oh goodness, did you do you just have bad memory, or did you lose it?
I was never. The things I do remember is just like the family and such. I was never the smart kid in the village. Lived in the village all that. Lived in the village with my family. They're all lizards. It was my mom, my dad. I never saw him.
Arba's gonna trail off.
Arba's
Arba's gonna trail off Flocka's little like speech and be like, "A catch!" as he throws one of the fox nuts up and like towards him.
Reflex save. Let's go, baby. Slash our 1d20 +5. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, you catch it. You catch it. Also, you hear, Arbo, you hear something behind you, like, kind of digging up and snuffling. And you watch as something comes up through the floor, or the dirt behind you.
Is that fucking honey badger?
Oh! My baby! Come here, come to mama. And the badger kind of
gnawing at my ankle.
Badger kind of like gives a snort as it pushes past you guys and goes straight to Elmira.
A big cosmic snake.
She picks it up and is petting it as if it were her child.
Seems usually bite.
The only real thing I can remember outside of just like random things I think everybody did as a kid, like eat bugs, play with rocks.
Out of character, badgers get rage.
Really?
Yeah, they get rage as a barbarian, 6 rounds per day.
That makes so much sense.
Awesome. That's amazing. I love that. Angry little fucker.
Note to self, play Barbarian Badger next time.
Barbarian Badger, let's go. I do have Humblewood. I do have the Humblewood campaign. I can also look into whatever the fuck that Avantris plays, because I can't remember what it's called.
I do know my mom's name, in case you happen to know my mom.
Oh?
Which I don't know. Her name is Ekla.
Ekla? That is a very pretty name. It's not familiar to me, but certainly something interesting.
Well, I remember she used some magic. I don't remember exactly what, though.
By
She
the
did
way,
remind me a bit of you.
oh, your mother was a druid? Or somewhat in alignment with that. Interesting.
Maybe. Well, we lived out in the rainforest. Almost around from the same parts.
Visual Aids channel is actually the map you guys took to get to the crypt and back.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what Tabs fell down. Not happy. Not happy.
Yeah, she had magic of sorts. We lived in the woods and all that. Us lizard folk have like a religion, I think. I don't remember any. Once again, didn't pay much attention.
Real quick,
But-
Tango, after you were kind of like kicked out of the bar, you've lost a fair bit of money. When you ask where your companions are, they tell you that the goblin girl seemed to have gone back home, and they'd seen some of your bigger friends out towards the woods. And given how late it is, you might want to go check on them.
He's a little bit like tipsy at this point. Not like Mara always said, but he's definitely on to like the tipping point.
At this time, Arvo's slowly trying to feed a fox nut to this fucking honey badger.
The honey badger will absolutely take it and do that like open mouth like bite.
Yeah.
Can I do one more intelligence check?
I think
to
he'll make his
see
way
if
towards
Sure.
Flacco
the
remembers
rest
the
of-
religion?
Yeah.
Or at least, like, the god? Not.
You have a vague idea. What do you remember about the shape of this sigil?
It was a leaf. A leaf with water on it.
A leaf with water. One moment.
I'm running to see if I find my way to where they are.
Yeah, you do. Let me make sure. Are you referring to Gosray?
That was the name. Yeah. Yeah, my mom talked about Gosver all the time.
Hey guys, how you doing? I was looking for y'all. It's starting to get late, and then holy shit, what is that?
Tango, you walk up.
Mr. Tango, sit down.
You walk up to a middle-aged lady, dressed in nothing but leaves, bark, and sticks, holding a honey badger that Arbo is feeding. Oh, it's a monkey. How cute! I haven't seen one of these.
We're just sharing stories about one another. Why don't you come and join us?
Hey, I'm no monkey. I'm a Veneran.
Oh, even more interesting. Is that
Oh,
a little
my.
instrument on your back?
Get that, Gertie. Ooh, sorry, I'm
How are
hiccuping
you
a
more
little bit.
drunk than me?
Well, I assume you
didn't
just
say
about
the
came the
papa so
party.
long.
I gotta catch up.
You should have seen Maro. He was like crying his head off, and I
Wait,
think
Mara
he's,
was
I
crying.
think he went to like drown himself in the water. I think.
Did he drown?
I don't know.
Oh, I wish I saw that.
It does sound pretty funny.
Yeah, but
How about you, Arbo, anyway? Tell us something about yourself.
Oh, Tango just
What?
told me. Are you good, by the way?
Yeah, I'm good. Just lost a poker game is all. Like those damn fucking cheaters.
Oh, yeah, it happens to me all the time. Mostly because I don't know how to play poker.
I think it's quite. I
you
think
would
it's
eat, you would
quite.
eat them if you saw that card.
I think it's quite astute that you may be watched over by Gosray. Gosray in particular has affinity to all animal kind. And given your party's interesting collection, I think you may certainly have a blessing upon your shoulders. She smiles. Tango, this is the weirdest you've ever heard someone speak.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey, I don't know your name.
Mira.
Wait. Mira, that's a pretty name.
Why,
Very
thank
pretty.
you.
Hey, if you want, I can lend you some cash and get yourself some spare clothes if you want.
Oh no, I'm fine. I only wear what I can gather of the
I'm just
forest.
face palming so fucking hard right now.
Suit yourself. You look gorgeous regardless.
Oh,
You want
thank you.
some Ciagas and
I think he's drunk.
I think
Well,
you may. I think
No,
it-
no,
it is-
I'm just a little tipsy. I'm a little salty as well. Actually, DM, can I actually do a roll if how well I performed in that poker game?
Sure.
well,
Uh,
Flacco.
Do
I hope you remember
give
more
me
about
a
your past.
give me a D100 roll.
Me
Okay.
too.
And you, Arbo.
58. Not,
Roll
not
me a
bad.
D10. You actually are up.
9.
You actually are up 9 gold.
Okay.
Yeah. To keep in line saying that you lost, you were up like 200 gold, and that last hand fucked
Yeah.
you, so now you're only up 9.
You overplayed.
Yeah, pretty much. I still made a profit. Not a big one, but something.
I can imagine the uproarious cheer at that table when they realize we might not lose all 200 of that gold.
Thank goodness we're not going broke today.
The night is coming upon you guys, and you can hear the festivities in town starting to wind down. The moon has more than passed the halfway point at this time.
Oh, I guess it's bedtime.
Ah, goodness. Yes, it is getting rather late, isn't it? And these woods do get dangerous in the evenings.
Are you okay out here?
Oh, I'm fine, don't worry.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna just.
That is initially why I came here, though. If it is getting late, we should all be heading to bed. They got
Arbo just
like
mentioned-
rooms for us and everything. Yeah, nice and
Yeah.
seem nice and cozy.
If we make it back to the inn, I can see if the innkeeper will cook up some of this Desna Star so we can get a good night's sleep.
Oh, I can do that for you right now. And she.
I don't think like he's like occupying at this time of night.
She will make you tea, and we'll add something from her own collection into it.
It's weed tea.
We tea.
It's
Tea.
it's a state of
HC.
nature.
Would it be
Arbo-
called teed or weed?
Arbo
No.
will fucking.
I'll call
Arbo
it
will
teed.
just Arbo will mention it's been a while since he's been out in nature. He's gonna start to tie up a hammock on a tree and be like, "You can just go back without me." He's gonna tie it higher up so that way, like woodland creatures in danger don't like bother him.
You got too used to the sleeping outside now, travels. You need to like go in a nice bed. It's nice and cozy here.
Arbo up in
Ah.
his like weird little like hammock will just wave an arm down as you hear a quick little like fucking what is it? You'll hear a quick croak from Arbo and then it just starts to turn into a snore.
Hmm.
Abdul just set up his
himself.
tent.
It just means one of us is not sharing. It's just 3 of us.
All right.
In fact, we
You
booked
got-
3 rooms. 2 of us was gonna
Fla-
share, but no.
Flacca goes to sleep
can,
on the 5-foot square block of dirt. It's his block now.
I curl up like a dog.
Yeah.
Tabs will set up camp like near the tree where Arbo is, just so he doesn't have to, just in case the worst was to happen, he's not on his own.
Mhm.
Everyone's going like camping here. Everyone's got too used to it. Not me though. I'm going back to my hut, and I'm gonna say like he starts heading that way, but halfway through he just collapses on the floor, pass asleep.
Yeah, here's how I'll do this. If you like collapse and you're like clearly not able to walk well, Flock is just gonna be like, all right, I guess I'll take him back. Druid lady,
Yes.
I don't know if my mom's actually a druid and all that, but do you know how to like find and talk to other druids?
Well, druids do have something of their own language, but most of them have some sort of divining sigil, similar to how clerics are. It's just less obvious. We don't wear so much of our gods on us, but simply what nature has given us. And she brings out her arm, and you can see the leaf trail tattoo across it. They will generally have some form of identification. Be aware, though, not all druids are quite so friendly. Some of them are very reclusive and prefer not to keep in contact with the outside world. Since you mentioned Gosray, it sounds like there may be something towards the Mwangi Expanse.
Yeah. I don't know if you can send her a message and all that, because I don't know how to do anything like that, but...
Flocka, you are the last one to kind of fall in after having that tea, and as you speak, you begin to drift, and your want begins to manifest into a dream.
Can you just tell her that I miss her sometimes?
You speak it just as you're starting to drift off, and she goes, "Of course. Don't worry," and you feel yourself kind of lean your head down. And you begin to feel something strange happening as you drift to sleep. All of you do. Those who had any of the tea, basically Tabs, Arbo, Flocka, and Tango. Taffy and Marrow are spared of this, as they had not drank of it. Your dreams become very detailed. Flocka, you wake in your dream. And what you had spoken of wanting to see your mother again. That want echoes through you. You open your eyes, and you are within something of a dry, kind of arid land. There is heat upon your back that you remember. There is sand and grasses that scatter across your feet that feel familiar. You can hear the sound of water nearby.
Oh.
And as you look up into the sky, there are clouds above, signaling that a rainstorm is going to come through. You begin to see the splatters of it across the sand, and it cools across your scales. You are younger. Probably somewhere around 10 years younger. Then down to 15 and 20. You are a young man in the small tribe that you call home. And you see her. Even though it's been so long, you remember her face. You remember the tinges of orange that begin to creep up through her scales across her cheeks and down her neck. She is lean, she is tall, and she is loving. You see your mother. She is draped in leathers and furs, thin ones, some taken from fish scales to adorn her neck, She holds a long staff, and she holds a small farming scythe on her side. You see her smile. And she looks at you and says hello. And you hear your full name, Lakari.
Vlaka is just stunned after he opens his eyes from just soaking in the rain, and he feels so small again. And seeing her, he never thought he'd see her again. He runs up, sprints almost a little too hard, and just jumps for a hug and says, "I'm so glad I haven't forgotten you."
She goes, "Don't worry. I'm always here. Even when you can't see me very well." And make a intelligence check at advantage.
Damn.
Your eyes scan over her. You're looking desperately. The vague memory of what Elmira said in your head seems to echo, and you're looking for anything. And you see nothing that gives you a sign of if she was a druid or not. And nothing looks familiar in the sense of what could be an identifier. But something feels right. The rain begins to fall. And you can see the leaves of the trees nearby beginning to drip with water, beginning to saturate. The sun having beaten down on them and finally being given a bit of reprieve. And she hugs you back and tells you, "You look so handsome. It'll be nice when you eventually come home." And hearing the word home seems to almost soften the dream. You get to spend some time. You get to just stay in the calm. Give me one more perception check.
At 20, baby.
Damn.
You finally see it.
Mhm.
You see something upon one of the many bracelets she used to wear. A moment. Give me the page. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the damn domain page. You see on her hip, and even though you don't have much in the way of magic, something tells you this is something magical. You see what looks like a leaf pendant. It has one of the Mwangi palms carved into it. And your dream feels peaceful. Arbo. Oh, go ahead.
He just doesn't let go of that hug, and just, I guess he sits in that moment for the rest of the dream.
Arbo. What is something that you desire to know, that you wish to learn more about as you go to sleep?
Thinking back to sharing with Saigar, wondering what actually happened to his dad and his grandfather after, passing the journal down. He was given the journal by his mother to continue
back
to
in a
write
second,
in it
sorry.
after his father had just either disappeared or just vanished without a trace.
You are given two separate dreams. In the first one, you see your grandfather speaking to what you can only assume to be a young version of your dad, telling him to continue the family path, but to make sure that he never puts treasure above his family. There are multiple people gathered around his bedside, and you can only assume that he died very peacefully, very naturally, having looked like a rather old and wrinkled frog. The dream cuts, and you feel a sense of urgency. You feel panic. You feel desperation. And you can hear the sound of frog feet running very quickly. They're even looking around, despite your dark vision, it's so dark. Everything seems foreign. The walls glow with blue and purple patternings here and there that seem to dash by you at frightening speeds as you run. You can hear something behind you, something that feels unnatural. And all of a sudden, your feet come out from under you. You slip down a path. You feel aches and pains as rocks dig into your side. And you feel the cold, almost moldy water breach into your lungs as you land rather hard. Finally making an escape, and finally seeing the balance of a bit of light break through a point in the water. You swim with all of your might, battered and bruised, and break surface, finally seeing sunlight again. And you make your way to the shore. And each breath feels harder and harder. Just as you can hear the sound of panicked voices around you, everything starts to fade into blackness. From it, you feel the journal into your hands. And you feel something break. You think it's your heart. And you remember his funeral. It was something that you had buried. You remember being a small child, your mother holding your flipper and telling you that you're a good boy and that your father is proud of you. Oh, we're gonna keep the sad train rolling too.
Oh.
Tabs. What is something you wish to know more about?
I'm gonna be right
Okay,
back.
so
Okay.
I sent you a message before, but like I'll. So Tabs has always wondered why the mayor of his town hated him so much, and why people would like treat him differently comparative to other people, despite all that Tabs does for the town and the people that he has killed to keep the town safe.
You begin to dream, and your dream does not start small and soft. It starts with fury, with anger. You remember the mayor of the town you watched over, the last conversation you had, hearing him yelling at you, telling you to get out, that everything you'd done would just cause more problems for them. You find yourself at odds. You thought you were doing everything you could for these people.
I'm back.
You've heard the rumors, you've heard people shit talk behind your back. You've heard everything that you could imagine, but you still can't understand. You did everything. You did everything right. Why? As you watch yourself walk out of the room, a few minutes later, you see the man who had challenged you to a duel walk in. And you hear them talking about how they need to get rid of you, how they can't have these filthy creature folk dirtying up this town, how you taking out the bandits has basically made it so they can't extort the people anymore. They can't come in and make sure that they're kept underfoot. You've given the people better freedom, and they've used as much as they can against you, stating that eventually your folk would come in and take over this town, that if they give you any kind of power and position, then it'll be them against you, and vice versa. They can't have human folk being outnumbered. When it comes down to it, you are simply an obstacle for them to continue keeping the people underfoot, keeping them stupid and willing to fund their own lives.
So, one of the last things that Tabs remembers before waking up deserted in the middle of the desert was seeing this man clad in black standing before him with his almost like shining silver pistol, on his waist. And they have the duel. Tabs is faster. Tabs draws the gun and clicks the trigger. And as the hammer falls, his gun doesn't go off. And he knows he always keeps his guns loaded, Tabs meticulously looks after his weapons. And it was maybe in that split second before getting shot that he that he thinks someone must have filed the hammer down on my pistol before he got shot in the chest.
You can't see it, but you feel it to be true. You remember the feeling of believing you were about to die. You remember the abandonment. You remember this pain of being left alone, of trying so hard to protect people that you cared about and thought cared about you, only to find out that no one was coming. No one would be there to save you. And you remember waking up, the burning heat having scorched your skin under your fur, with barely any strength behind you. Reaching up to your chest and feeling where the bullet had cut through your shoulder, barely missing that essential artery by your neck, and knowing that you would never come back here, that you would never give for these people again, and that your heart could not give to anyone anymore. That the only reason for you to live at this point was to make sure that you got those pistols back and got your revenge. That spite still holds you and refuses to let you feel. And that the mask you wear of this jolly, cheerful person is far hiding something dark and something so hurt underneath. Tango. Your head turns and you hear the sound of guitar. A very familiar sounding guitar. You look to your side and it's your brother, Gizmo. Someone you haven't seen in a very long time. And you are suddenly asked with the question of, what do you want to know?
he'll just like look on his side and just say, "Where have you been? What happened to us?"
You see the night that you were supposed to perform together. You had been practicing for months. You had set up this huge event that you and your brother Gizmo and Tango, the two double monkey twins. You were gonna be famous. You were gonna make tons of money, and be able to travel the world together and enjoy the luxuries of the world. Only to be left to yourself. Only to find yourself alone on stage. People staring at you. Of trying to gather yourself. And knowing that without your brother's confidence and assistance, you felt like nothing. Hearing the crowd mumble and laugh at this little monkey just trying to pretend he could be people, and you can hear the laughter getting louder and louder. You feel a cut from the dream. The laughter turns deeper and heavier. And you look up. You are no longer in your own body. You're in the body of your brother. You stare upwards, and above you are 6 large, gorilla-like men. They stare down at you with absolute vitriol and hatred. The smiles they give are not of anything friendly. They are of pure malice and the belief of superiority. And you hear them say, "This one, he'll be fun." You feel yourself flail. You hear the call out, begging, "Please no." And you watch as your brother is taken deep, deep into the Mwangi jungle. No, somewhere that you know that someone else you have connections with knows is pure danger. And you have no idea if he'll ever be seen again. All of you are looked over as you sleep by Omira. She moves alongside of you, keeps a protective barrier across those who are in the forest. She moves through town, humming to herself and bringing her hands out in front of her, feeling the energy. All of you are given a deeper sleep after that which you have come through. And all of the information you have gathered is something you can keep. She soothes you down, and the dream begins to fade into something soft. However, not to be left out, both Marrow and Taffy are given the same despite not drinking it. Given the bond you all share, they are gifted. Marrow, you
Hello.
fell asleep very hard.
Yeah, this was
And you,
heavy drink and a gigantic emotional dump will do that to some.
with the openness of your mind and heart, the magic comes to you, and in your dreams you are asked, "What do you want to know more about?"
Who is threatening my tribe?
Similar to Tango, though with no idea that you both are having a similar dream. You hear the sound of war drums, something that is of absolute terror in your village. You see those same creatures, the large gorilla-like men, come down and begin to actually tear apart some stray gnolls that had wandered too far into the jungle. You see one that you recognize as one of your distant cousins being stepped over, having both of his legs crushed underneath their strong feet, and hearing them ask, "You got our payment? You know if you keep infringing like this, we might have to just come in and take the rest of you out." You hear him cry, "No, no, please. I've got it all, I've got it all." He is trying his best not to scream in agony, feeling both of his femurs absolutely snapped in half. They take the satchel from him, looking inside. And they see, looks like you're short a bit. Well, we're just gonna have to take that off of you, aren't we? And you watch as they grab his arm. One of them comes up and bites off 2 of his fingers cleanly. You remember when this cousin somehow came back, that he had been missing 2 fingers, but this was somewhere around when you were a teenager. And with the amount of times that gnolls have lost limbs or gotten hurt, it didn't seem like much of a thing to you. Now remember, obviously you're not going far with those legs, so you better send another one next time. Don't worry. This'll be enough to support you for, say, another month. We expect you back here. And next time, tell the next guy, don't bring reinforcements. As the 2 that they had basically torn shreds are now simply nothing but viscera. Your cousin grabs a couple of their arm bones to take back in memoriam and begins to crawl in absolute agony, trying to get back to the village. The men laugh and begin to descend back into the jungle.
Marrow will burn the image of those ape men as hard as he can. You know when, like, you try and remember a dream and you either can't remember it or you half remember it?
Mm-hmm.
Marrow's gonna try and just... If he remembers nothing else from tonight, the conversation with Taffy, the throwing darts, anything, if there's one thing he needs to remember, it's the fact that these ape men are the ones threatening his village, and he will burn the image into his mind and crack a molar in his hate.
Taffy, having kind of overstimulated herself, had gone to bed fairly early, feeling overwhelmed by the mass amount of overly loud people. And just as much, she gets to have her own dream. The memory of the Goblin Blood Wars comes back. She can hear the sounds of swords, of clashing, of cries, yells, screams. And she asks a particular question. And she asks, "Can you help me find my father?" Along the streets of Absalom, there is a strange movement underground. She can see she can see the pathing of when they had to escape, of when they finally made it into town and began to live among the more ramshackle areas of the city. And from there's a small shop that seems to take out letters. It seems to be something of a mail carrier shop. There is a small goblinoid man missing half of his ear and an eye, who is in the back licking stamps and placing them onto letters. A man comes in and says, "Good job. If you keep doing that, we're gonna give you a raise back up by 10 copper." The man gives a pleased noise, as he doesn't seem to be able to speak. Only a kind of groan. Taffy reaches up and touches his hand, knowing that he cannot see or hear her. And while she is grateful that he is alive, her heart breaks, seeing how much that he had given to make sure that their family made it here safe. All of you begin to drift into the same dream. You feel connected with each other despite not seeing each other. And you see someone in the distance, a very tall person, looks like they are standing almost 20 feet high. When they turn one direction, it looks as though an old man with a white beard, whose lower body becomes a cloud. When they turn again, you swear that it's no longer a man with a beard, but a woman of beauty and ocean water lapping across her. You see it only for a short bit, but just that enough is enough to soothe the sadness, the fury, the grief lurking within your heart. You are given Gosray's blessing. I will explain to you what that does in a minute. But
oh shit.
As the dreams fade, you gain a deep, deep rest. And you are protected in your evening. And I think that's where we will take at least a break.
All right.
Fair enough.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible storytelling.
This is very much kind of like, you guys give me a little bit and this is what I create. This is why I do a lot of homebrew.
Yeah, the improv that almost made me. Yeah, the improv that actually almost made me cry.
Will's one nearly made me cry. It was so sad.
The way you came up with the shit for Arba, I was like, oh, I actually might cry.
Aw. I'm sorry.
Fucking sad past.
Yeah, everybody gets some sad moment.
You actually gave Flocka more like kindness in his backstory, because if it was up to me, he wouldn't have remembered her face. He would have sadly forgotten that too.
Literally, like that had like a more of like of like sorrow of joy, where everyone else have like either like a sad, depressing moments or like trauma moments.
Yeah, Maro is a sad man.
I wanted
He's an
like
angry man.
I love the really short but really sweet things that Will said to his mum as well. Like, it really, really added to it. It tickled my actual, like, it hit me right in the abandonment issues, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, for real. That's why whenever like fucking you ran through Flacca's and you go Arbo, I'm like, oh god.
yeah.
You're
because,
next.
I mean, honestly, I left Tabs's quite open anyway, but I
Yeah.
love the idea that, like, not only is he like near enough sure that someone messed with his gun, but the fact that, like, he has so much more clarity on, like, why the mayor hates him so much.
But they're
'Cause it was
basically
something that I didn't
racist.
actually write. Yeah, like, I left it very open, and it's just like he's just reminded of that goal to find the man dressed in black, who cheated him from that win and took his guns.
But you want to know the fucked up part about my story is unless there's like some interventive action. So Flocka, he appears like early 30s. I've sat down talking to Knives and making this character about the fact he has like dragon blood in him, which is lore, but it's in his build, so you already know about it. Draconic blood red.
Yeah.
He has dragon blood in him. And we agreed that while it doesn't make you immortal, basically like a dragon does, it does make you live longer than normal. And Flocka, he's been wandering about. His entire thing is that he's a wanderer. That's, in fact, how I came up with the name for him. And the thing is, it's an incredibly indeterminate amount of time since the last time he's even been in his village and the last time he's seen any members of his own family. It could be 10 years ago. It could be, because hell, one little stipend to my like background lore is that he has been to the Feywild. Like nothing like super crazy might have happened. Maybe an adventure with some other party happened there, but he has been to the Feywild, and that's time fuckery right there.
Yep.
So he could have been born at any point in time in the past. You just don't know when.
Okay, so I'm going to go use bathroom, grab something to snack on. In the meantime, I need everybody to roll a d100.
Oh man.
I'm gonna have to be really sorry for you guys.
You tapping out?
I need to
That's fine.
go because I have stuff I need to do.
Do you guys want to ease it here since this is a good place to kind of pause? Oh my god.
I was like,
I'm
no
good.
way,
Jesus
Marrow.
fuck,
Because I'm okay with
I'm good.
pausing here, because I'm a little, like, you good?
No pausing here.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
it's definitely gonna be something where
tabs!
you'll be.
What the fuck?
Wow. A 1 and a 99.
I kind of
Someone-
knew
someone
today
get a
was going to be
100,
more
please.
of, like, off the cuff anyway, because I'm a little out of it, so...
Yeah.
Why'd you roll 2?
That was
Arbo.
Okay.
Alright, Marrow, I'm going to give yours
55
first.
is the one.
You rolled a 1?
Hello.
Okay.
I explode.
Your kneecap disintegrates.
I am not going to give you that because it's stupid, because you already have that. So instead I'm going to give you this.
-5 permanent movement speed.
So if you do end up underwater...
Neat.
These are things that will show up in your inventory. Fuck.
Huh.
Flocka, there's something additional for you I will give you in a minute, but I'm going to describe that out.
Okay.
Tango...
Oh, that's pretty fucking...
Fishy dice. They just smell like fish.
I don't think he would know how to use it.
Tango
have
one
it
day,
all.
he'll gladly teach you.
Tango would get a lot more use out of that, but I'm keeping it on
Pretty
there
much.
because that's fucking
Alright.
amazing.
You guys might end up just swapping items, so. 'Cause
Yep.
this one feels like a, this one feels like
Second
a.
oldest.
Wow. Tab. 99. Where the
Drew
fuck
got
is
the
it?
harpoon bow.
99. This is. Yeah, you guys are gonna end up, I think, trading these. Because all of these should go to different people, it seems like.
There's a lot of
Chromatic kelp.
there's a lot of like sea related.
Yes,
things.
this is sea related. This is all sea related. Because you guys got a
If only
sea
that was a
blessing.
water gun.
55.
Oh, technically the bow. Do any of us have an herbalism kit? Like maybe Arbo? Does Arbo have an herbalism kit?
This one's so stupid.
I would say Arbo probably.
You guys
Oh
are
my
just
gosh.
genuinely gonna like swap these around. I know it.
Crustacean claw gauntlets?
Oh, I already did mine. I forgot 81.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get rid of that.
I literally
hide that one.
Yeah,
the
81.
fucked up thing is that
81.
I'm the last person that needs them, but I want them.
Just to have them.
Exactly.
They're more like
Yes.
the more like child child gloves to stop you from hurting people is bad.
I got the pinchy gloves on.
Alright, and...
Mhm.
Again, some of these may just be for shits and giggles. So, I'm keeping that one. There is one thing that you do wake up to, because I saw it on the list, and I can't fucking resist this. Flacco, when you wake up, you are calm, peaceful, you feel like you have a good night, and you see a jar beside you.
Oh.
And you see a crab inside.
Oh, hell nah. Hell nah. Are you serious?
Get a crab jaw.
A jar of crabs to munch on.
As you see it, do you pick it up?
Yeah, he sees a little crab in a jar. He's gonna pick up the jar and like look at the crab inside. Oh,
The
there
crab
you
looks
go.
over at you and goes, "Hey, you! Can you help me?"
Under the sea.
The crab.
This
can
little
talk.
fucker has a voice.
Seaweed is always greener.
Wait, you're talking crab.
Yes, I'm a talking crab. I mean, I wasn't originally a crab,
It is
but
wet to take it from me.
You're a crab that's not a crab?
no, I used to be human. Then a warlock put a curse on me. Please help me.
Huh? Sure. Do you want me to get you out the jar?
If you could put some fresh water in it, that'd be good.
Sure. He's immediately gonna get up. He's not gonna bother waking anybody. He's just gonna tump right over to the river and get him some fresh water. Tum.
Okay, you do that. That is where. So we have now the crab. We will pause it there for the evening. Just.
Fucking crab.
Alright.
I saw that.
implications
I saw that
massively.
on the list. I saw that on the list. It literally says a talking crab.
What?
And I'm just like, yeah, no, this is
talking
now for
crab?
Will. This is now for Will.
You'll be reiterating what Flocka has just for
Do
the.
you mind me asking what the natural one was?
The natural one was Ring of Calamari. It gives you the ability to use the darkness spell 1.4 times per day rolled at dawn. And I'm just like, you have dark vision and don't really do much with this. This is not going to be useful.
Talking crab.
I thought it would be something like more interestingly worse for being a natural one, if you get what I mean. Like the ring of stubbed toe.
Yeah.
or
Had you?
something.
I
don't
kind
know,
of wish
like-
you guys had gotten a
Something
5.
jobs in a minute.
5 was ridiculous. 5 was literally a staff of flowing
It's like
water.
a 1 in 100 chance of getting a 5.
Staff
Man.
of flowing water.
Yeah,
Wow.
it has create or destroy water, water breathing, water walk, controlled water without spell components. You can also
that
use
sounds
it as a
like easy.
decanter
What's
of endless
100?
water.
What's 100?
100 was the Ring of Friendly Seals. Allows the wearer to instantly tame seals once touched by a user.
Oh hell yeah!
Why does 5 sound infinitely better than 100?
It's a mix.
Because it is.
It's a mix. But anyway, we are going to pause here. I hope you guys enjoyed it today. It was very much much more off the cuff than anything from the book. I'm sorry
heart.
I'm sorry I made you guys cry. But I'm also sorry not sorry.
I have a feeling that I started the fucking train and then you just kept it
Yeah,
going.
kind of. I was like, you know what? This is great, backstory exposition moment. So I wanted to kind of go with it.
My bad, y'all.
No, it's fine. That was beautiful. That worked very, very well. And I'm glad that I could kind of tap into some emotions, because I know this has been a more goofy campaign, but you guys are well-rounded characters. You guys are very deserve a little more time to build and cook your backstories. So I'm very happy y'all gave me something to work with, and also now this gives Tango and Marrow a common enemy, even though they don't know it yet.
Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you in the time I've been.
I love that.
I was gonna say, Tabs is gonna start carving names on bullets. You know what I mean?
But for now,
Marrow has a very. Marrow's
Yeah.
gonna wake up next session. He's gonna have very, very evil, very specific instructions to send back to his tribe.
For now, thank you guys so much.
Who
Thank
are you
you.
raiding to?
I don't know. I haven't checked yet. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Once again, those who are still watching, or maybe you didn't get in on time, I have these up and exported to my YouTube channel. The VODs are down below. And everything outside of today is up and current. So if you guys have missed anything, you can catch up. Once again, thank you guys for being here, obviously. You want to raid into Bun? He's still going. He's about to finish soon, but
I'm
he's
gonna
still
do
on.
Bun.
Okay.
Sure.
We're gonna go to my honey bunny. And we will see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Love you all. Bye!
Bye,
Take
everybody.
care, everyone.
Bye bye.